Oh my God, no. I'm being recorded?
You are being recorded.
Anything you say, Ken, will be used against you later.
Yes.
I have no doubt of that whatsoever.
Okay. So, Karag, you're coming around the corner.
Mhm.
You're kind of busy with what's going on.
Right.
You can't tell if that door's open. But Gordon, you do hear someone that's pretty close to the building and coming around the corner, and you think they're just feet away. I mean, a few feet away.
Like above me to the north?
Yeah. So like I said, you've been peeking out and kind of, you stepped out once, but then you kind of stepped back in, and I'm guessing you kind of got the door like half closed or something.
Right.
So like I said, as you're like, you hear people whispering behind you as they're trying to figure out what's going on. All of a sudden you catch like a footstep or something, and this footstep is probably less than 10 feet away around the corner.
Okay, do I need to use stealth to move up to here? I mean,
If you want to do it sneakily, or probably stealth if you want to close the door quietly. Right now, like I said, the door's still half open.
shit,
That's how you heard that.
Oh. Okay. So I'm going to try to close that door quickly and quietly, and then I'm going to go and see if I can get somebody bigger and stronger than me to deal with somebody coming to attack us, possibly.
Okay. All right. I'll let you call to whoever.
Yeah, is where I see Karag's name, but I don't. Is he the guy coming? Is he outside? Know what's going on? All right.
Hi.
Yeah. So Dan, do I know him, or? I mean, I know him.
He's one of only a couple town guards. So you would know him, even if you don't, frequent, hang out with him, you would know of him, and you would know he's a town guard. But like I said, with what's going on, all you know is something's coming around the corner.
Right. So I'm going to go in and try to see. I can't. Who do I see here? Echo's a fighter, right? Oh no,
not exactly, but he's got a spear.
Yeah, I mean, he looks like a battle warrior type more than me. So I'm going to try
He's
to.
definitely more of a frontline fighter than you are.
Yeah, he's the only one I see standing here. So I'm going to try to get gesture to him and say there's somebody coming in the back. We need somebody to come up here and possibly protect against more hobgoblins coming in.
Okay, as you do that,
and I'm going to turn around with my crossbow and put it at the door.
Kevin, you round the corner. It's great there's no hobgoblins here.
Hey.
But
Love you.
Love you. Night.
Night, go on.
Make sure the dog goes out.
Okay, Daisy.
And please close the door again. Love you too. What you guys don't see is Cohen has this little self-competition of how many people he can get to respond. And so anytime anyone responds, I get a yes as he walks out the door. Well, it's all about the response.
Aren't we all humans? Just when it gets
Pretty
down.
much.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So next time, everybody who's playing, we need to all respond exactly the same. Good night.
Exactly.
Cohen.
The same.
Sorry, I can't do that, Dave.
Yeah, you can't do that, Dave. So like I said, you come around the corner. You're happy to see that there are no hobgoblins close by. You do kind of peer around the corner, and you can see way off at the bridge, across the river out of town. You see a bunch of hobgoblins there, but you don't really hear anything, and the back door to the inn is closed.
Okay.
And you
I don't hear
think you've gotten here stealthy. You don't think any hobgoblins have seen you.
Right. Nothing, nobody behind me that I can tell.
Correct.
I'm gonna try to open the door as quietly as possible.
Okay. Do you have a stealth skill?
Yeah,
Go ahead and give me that.
I would love to.
And just for speed, I'm using your guys' old perception rolls. So
I need to roll my itchy finger.
On a 14.
So yeah, you hear, Kesha, you hear the door start to, the doorknob fidget, and then the door opens.
Okay, well, I'm gonna kind of squeeze over hoping somebody else is gonna come. But I'm gonna lean over and,
I'll give you one action, Chuck, to do whatever you were gonna do.
Can I move too, Mike? Because I don't really know what's going on because I'm up the stairs.
Yeah, you were up the stairs, so yeah, you can do a move to come down and either look out the front door, because you can't close the front door because it's been destroyed.
Right.
Um,
Can
I would have, I
I
would
would
have
really
pushed
like to
these guys. I'm gonna tell Jet to get out of there too, and I would have kind of pushed her away
okay,
as I went into that hallway.
he's gonna jump back here. These two right here are commoners, and so
Right.
is she. She's the only one standing. These two are still ducked down behind a table. So yeah, Vane and Auburn are gonna back behind the bar to give you room to come back. So, okay, you're peeking over Echo's shoulder and you're kind of lowering your spear to the door.
Yeah,
The door opens,
I'm moving up here to where I'll be
Okay.
10 feet. Once the door opens, I'm 10 feet because I have reach.
right?
Bouncy
so-
still has her bow. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Chuck. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No, that's okay. I've got the spear out and you're behind me with a bow. So we've got
Okay.
the back door covered.
The door opens. You get ready to jab as you do see some light green skin arms start to come through the door. But then I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt that you stop when you realize it's one of the town guard. It's Karab.
Well, yeah, obviously if
Yes, please.
if we have a half orc town guard, then the green skin wouldn't be a dead giveaway anyway. So yeah.
So yeah, like I said, I don't know. You guys didn't say you guys were connected, so you know of each other. You probably aren't besties that hang out, every evening, but you know of each other. Have probably talked in the past, that kind of thing.
Well, and if he's town guard and I'm one of the healers, there's a chance that I've probably had to address something at some point. So
Yeah,
Probably.
I'll at least know who he is,
yeah.
and I'll pull up the spear and tell him to come inside and close the door.
I've got my arrow pointing at the front door and I'm hidden behind the stairs.
Okay. So kind of just peek around the
Yeah.
stairs.
Can I have a action? Like, can I be ready to shoot to let an arrow fly?
Oh,
Is that no? Is that no?
yeah, they're here. I just was worried about this. I don't know how long Elizabeth and them have been like in the
Waiting room.
to join. I just got an email. Hey, can you let us in?
Yes, I can, but
Open up as a door. Open up as a door.
Open all the doors.
Do we have, is now a good time to do buffing spells too? Do we have that opportunity?
You kind of already have done a combat. And like I said, you're out of the first combat.
Yeah.
Sorry, Betsy.
No, you're fine. You're
How long were you there?
fine. We got here at like 8:05, so maybe about
No way.
maybe about 17
I need
minutes.
to get better at this. Sorry.
Well, the first time it was just that blank screen, so I was like, maybe it just hasn't started yet. And then I saw people moving around, and I was like, no, it started. Okay.
Oh, it started.
we done started.
Yep.
We haven't done much though, really. We're just positioning.
I don't feel bad then. Yeah.
So you in your bedroom, Betsy?
Yes, the
Your new
bedroom is
bedroom?
almost all done. Yes. Thank
Oh,
you.
good.
That's the new place, right?
Yeah.
So wow, you were on top of it to actually get internet like the day you moved in.
Yeah, we bought the stuff for it like a couple days beforehand, and that dad came over after the party that was going on Saturday and helped set it up for us. So
Gotcha.
good, yeah. Which is good because I have work tomorrow, so I need it.
Yeah.
So like I said, we started, it's literally probably 2 or 3 minutes after we stopped last time.
Okay.
So I assume Garn has just been sitting there kind of covering the door.
Yeah.
Is Luke around?
Yes, I am.
Yeah, Luke's right around the corner. Yeah,
Okay,
Got done taking a shower and
he's ready to join. There he is.
good. So you're basically going to be coming down the stairs right about now, so you can give them the report of what you
Followed by
came up with.
followed by the two people. The two people that I was able to successfully intimidate into following me.
Something like that.
Okay. As soon as I get down at the bottom of the stairs, like there's one guy up there. If somebody can get him to follow, he's determined to be killed by goblins. I don't know why. He just wants to die up there, I guess.
Suicidal.
But I found these two, and I got about 2 weeks rations and a couple of short swords. So
I'm gonna go ahead and move you down on the other map. And then put the NPCs that you have found behind you.
You're right in front of the open door where he put you.
Well, he's 5 foot away from the open door.
yeah, that'll be fine.
The open door is right here.
That's essentially kind of right in front.
It's kind of, yeah.
My question.
Yep.
Out of all the fragile NPCs that are currently in this inn with us, who looks the most durable?
The most durable.
The one that is not blind. Who would
So
still
use them
come
as a
more
door?
useful than pretty much anyone else in that tavern.
To be honest, the most durable one right now normally would be Aubryn. If she just recently didn't have a ballista bolt through her shoulder.
Yeah.
She would by far be the most, capable. With her not being there, actually probably the old guy, Vane. He's kind of behind the bar right now.
No, not Bane. Bane.
Oh, damn it.
Bane. Yeah, not Bane,
Damn it. Gonna say, was he born in the shadows?
No.
obviously.
I will toss one of the short swords over to him
Okay.
and say, hold on to this. You're probably going to need it.
Okay. From the couple that came upstairs, that you think it was a couple, a guy and a girl.
Okay.
And you might remember from when this started, there's a guy at your feet right here that is just paralyzed with fear. He has not moved since this whole thing started.
Yeah,
Now, there's
he's not
also
one of,
another
he's not
couple-
one of the more durable.
No, he's not.
God, no.
Now, there's also a couple back over here, back behind Jet, behind the table. They're still cowering under the table. Cowering is a strong word. They're still, crouched down behind the table. But they have followed orders if people have been telling them to, move around or move back or whatever.
I'll turn to the two people that are falling behind me and say, which of the two of you has been in more fights?
Am I one of those people?
No, the NPCs that followed.
Oh, the guys behind
Two
you.
NPCs that followed me, which of
Gotcha.
them has been in the
I
most
couldn't
fights?
see them. Okay, I'm with you.
And,
Good.
and,
Okay.
I'm
and
like,
this
what,
was,
me?
Me.
this was the couple. They've both been in the same number of fights
Yeah.
No, Steve, you know?
It's even.
over and over again.
I mean, one of them might have been.
No,
was probably in a fight. The
you
other one
just
was-
tossed a short sword to the guy behind the bar. The guy will actually kind of reach out his hand to, if you've got the other short sword out, to take that one.
All right, I'll hand it to him and say, protect her and this guy, and I'll lean down and try and haul the guy up. I'll try and haul this paralyzed dude up as best I can.
Your guy's pretty strong, right? Like
Uh,
16,
there
18
are-
range, somewhere in there, right?
Shit, where are?
Just come over the
I think it's out there.
It's in the box
I
label.
don't know. I'm fairly strong. I know it's above a 10. Maybe 14. I think it's like 14.
Where is it?
You're a barbarian sorcerer, right?
Blood Rager, yeah.
Blood Rager. My highest
Blood
is
Rager?
Constitution, followed by.
So yeah, you're probably at least a 14. Okay.
Yeah, I'm at least a
You
14.
might struggle a little bit because the guy really is like really wanting to hug the floor.
Yeah.
But you do manage to pry him up to his feet. And yeah, he's behaving a little bit worse than, the other dude's other half that's following you down the stairs. So
Like, don't worry. You got people here that'll help you.
okay. And you guys would have seen, you and Garnet would have seen that about a minute ago, Takeshi came from the back room and said, hey, someone's coming. And so Echo went with his spear to kind of intercept
Okay.
That's kind of where we're at right now.
Okay.
And I've got an arrow pointed at the door. Well, between your legs at the door.
Oh, well,
You might
that's
want to move.
You might want to move.
yeah. I would.
Yeet.
I mean, I'm only a level 1, so.
Once I finally see that, I'll be like, oh shit, and I'll try and move out of the way. Don't let her shoot you in the nuts.
Okay.
My strength is 16.
Okay, so yeah, you didn't actually have much of a problem pulling him up.
Yeah.
All these guys are over here, kind of around the table. Jet's in there with them. So at this point, you guys have seen what's out front. You don't know what you're up against completely, but you do know you saw at least a dozen or so hobgoblins just outside the front of the inn.
Oh god. All right. Again.
So I'm gonna try to help usher Karog into this side room. Now that I recognize that he's a guard and not a threat. And then once he's in, I want to close the door behind him.
Okay.
And then basically give him the opportunity to give us the intel of what's going on outside to the areas we can't see. So to the north of the inn, and I guess we got a little understanding to the east of the inn. They've got some sort of a blockade set up on the bridge. Is that right?
Yeah,
We could see it, right?
Right.
right.
So I don't know which direction. It appears that Karog came in from somewhat of the north, from what I understand. So he can give us an understanding of what's up that way. Because if I remember correctly, we were going to try to go north of the inn and then back behind it. And based on the town map, do kind of a big arc behind that, get supplies at Vane's place, try to find Valky's parents, etc. So he might have some information about if that way is anywhere near clear, or where the brunt of the forces that we can't see yet are, since he was just out there.
Basically, what I saw when I was coming back into town was large groups of hobgoblins. They're very well organized, and they're all moving towards the perimeter of town. It looks like they're organizing to set up a perimeter around the town.
So
Around the town?
They're coming
Around
in
the
from
town, yeah.
they're coming in from the east, or they're coming in from every direction simultaneously.
Um,
From what he saw,
yeah,
they're coming from the middle of town.
middle of town, yeah.
They're coming from the middle.
From what he saw, he came from the north. So he was up north coming,
Those are north,
you know,
yeah,
down
sorry.
towards the end. And the groups he saw were heading kind of past him. And I mean, like I said, what he said, he'll tell you they looked like they were almost organizing to make an actual perimeter around the town.
So they came out of nowhere, because they're not normally, hobgoblins don't normally hang out in this town. I mean, they were stashed somewhere.
It could have just been coming from the south or from the east or west, and
Might have come from below.
if he was
Well,
north.
yeah.
Well, east and kind of southish, a lot of that's river.
Yeah, that's what just what I
Right.
was
And the
saying.
only way across that's the bridge.
I also saw small groups of 3 or 4 moving from building to building, dragging civilians into the street, and either come up with other groups of prisoners that would be killed if they were looking like too much of a resistance.
Did you get a look at how guarded is the bridge? Did you get a look at the bridge?
No, not really.
I did though. There was, what was there, 3 on there,
Yeah.
Mike, something like that?
You couldn't see the whole bridge. From what you could see, there were 3 or 4 that were just kind of standing in front of it.
So is it possible that they came in under the guise of merchants or tradesmen or whatever for the big fair that's going on? Is that how they got in the middle of town without being seen?
Can
Likely
I?
didn't come from south or east, so they likely came from west, maybe north, if he just missed them on the way in.
Can I roll a history check to see if they're, or like a knowledge local or something, to see if there were like any tunnels known about?
That's a good idea.
Inside like a mine that used to be here or something.
If anyone has knowledge local or anything like that, I'll allow you a roll.
I do.
How do you access the macros? Oh, never mind. Problem solved.
And I got your message, Jennifer, so.
Uh,
Okay.
do the test macro for now.
I'd like to survive your
This-
first night of.
What do I-
You're gonna have one. So hit cancel really quick.
Okay.
And bar.
I do know there's at least 30 of them, 30 hobgoblins, because that's what I counted up to before I
Got it.
stopped counting.
Just weren't trained to count over 30 or got bored or.
No, I knew there was more. I was outnumbered, so there's not much I
Knowledge
could do.
history.
Okay, sweet.
I said knowledge
30 is
history.
a little bit too much for me.
Ah,
Maybe later.
Your intelligence
That's
would be low.
for-
We give up a
That's just
lot.
Gowan, you're good.
Oh yeah, Gowan rolls 18.
And then I can roll a. 1 second. I can roll a local
You want
one.
to put an in bar too?
Yeah, that's what I'm doing right now.
Would history help? I don't think it would.
I'll let you use history if you got it.
15 for local.
Okay.
14 for history.
Okay, so all three of you are kind of putting your heads together, trying to figure out, what you know about town or what you heard from stories or whatever. You have heard absolutely nothing about any kind of tunnels. You know there are mountains many miles off to the west of town. Here, let me see if I've got a map that can show you a better. Let's see if this one. Okay. Here we go. Okay, let me move you to this map so you guys can see. And I should have just centered everybody on a new map.
That's fine.
You can see, so everybody can see this now?
Yeah.
Okay, so Fayandar is right there. You see the artificially large bridge that goes across the river. There's forest, of course, across the river. You can see you guys are kind of in a peninsula almost.
It's like a floodplain.
Mhm.
Yeah, and yeah, this is kind of low plains all through here. Starting about right here, you guys can see kind of like a bluff. And that goes up as like almost like a stair step. And then there's plains again until you get to this, which is a mountain range. It's kind of like another cliff or cliff face. So
They had to have come from the northwest. Or at the very least, it would have had to have come,
Or they were always
but
or they would have had
like I
to.
said, Karog will tell you, he came from like the outskirts of town on the northwest almost, more, actually probably almost due northwest from where that's at. And he'll tell you, there was none out there when he left the outskirts, but as he was coming back into town. Remember I said, because of the festival, there are a lot of people who are on the outskirts that just set up tents and stuff. So your town is artificially larger than it typically is right now.
Yeah.
Because there's like a tent ring that kind of goes all around the whole thing, the extra people that come into town. So he came back from that tent area and he said almost everything that he saw, he said he counted up to 30 before he stopped counting. They were all coming from town heading out towards the outskirts.
What's Kavlinor? Is that, how close is Kavlinor and what is it?
That's another even smaller village. It's a little fishing village. It's smaller than Fayandar. Maybe 100 people.
Human centric?
Yeah.
Poor
So I
bastard.
guess the main thing right now is how the hell are we going to get out of here?
And yeah, and this bridge is the only bridge within probably 10 miles either way on this river.
We're gonna have to leave from the bridge. One of us is gonna have to ensure that everybody gets across before the.
So, all right, I'm gonna go ahead and pull us back to the map. Everybody, just want to give everybody a bird's eye view of what,
Is there anywhere that hobgoblins are known to have settlements in this area?
Mountains. probably.
Okay, go up north. It's like follow the river up north. And then you see some mountains and a few cities up that direction.
Mhm.
Way up there and even further north of there. You guys know, like, 50, 100 years ago, somewhere in there was a major hobgoblin slaughter because there was a hobgoblin army that was actually had a lot of other monsters in it. And this is just history, things that you guys would know. But you know that they were vanquished a long time ago. But that was, probably the very northern edge of this map where that happened. So a good distance away.
The other side of Deep Cut River, that's just all pretty much wilderness. There's in near Mathis. What kind of
What are you
creatures
talking
are out?
about?
All out like over here? What kind of creatures are in this area? Is that
That's mostly grassland. There might be some small agricultural type villages around there, but there's just not a lot of, not a lot there. Like down here, you know, there's a pretty major dwarven settlement in the mountain.
Ladder Town.
Township. but you're right.
Dragodin?
Yeah.
Ah, there we go. I didn't see it though. All right. Well, it looks about the only way across, or the only way out of here is going to be that bridge. Unless we want to try to go to Kavlinor, but then we're stuck on this plateau or on this step with a whole.
Well,
bunch of
They have
mountains.
boats there, I'm sure, but
Mhm.
Yeah.
if they're coming from that direction, then chances are they might have been attacked as well first. Hard to say though.
Echo, you've got family here too, don't you? Or don't you have a stronghold here?
Moving this back to here.
Oh, they're in the forest on the other side of the bridge.
I mean, we can also, I don't know that there's really value in this, but my family does have a home. We could go there and gather.
Your home is the other side of that forest, so a really good distance. Now, where you stay?
No,
is-
the family, where my family
Okay.
is. They're just a couple, they're right across the middle of town, right?
Right.
But I
Um,
don't know that that's going to be helpful in any way, but that is there.
Now, you yourself personally, you've got a small little
I do.
tree house just barely into the forest across the river.
I don't know if it would fit all of us.
Oh, no.
There's
It's just for you. I mean, it's just yours. So
So I mean, I have a stash of stuff there, but I mean, I'm a first level character. I'm going to have, some extra arrows, food,
Did you say that there were a number of hobgoblins that were heading towards the inn at this very moment?
you guys kind of got some extras to come to you, but you guys killed them.
Okay, so that
So far, you guys have like, after that snafu of getting their attention, you guys have been pretty good about just covering the front door, but staying away from it. And kind of keeping everybody quiet and inside.
If we can find the net, my mentor, she's got some capabilities that would help us, but I'm not sure. Mike, do I know where she is?
You knew she went out about an hour before this happened to just do some more shopping. And like the main roads leaving town, a lot of the tents, a lot of the merchant tents are along those roads.
Right.
And so you figure she's probably on one of those, just kind of walking up and down. But yeah, that was, last time you saw her was probably about an hour ago.
Mike, can I see a map of what the town looks like again?
Can I send my bat out too to do some recon for us? To give me an idea of,
So you guys are in this building right here.
if I sent my bat for a flight, could it give us an idea of where they're stationary and where they're still moving?
Now, can you talk with that bat? Typically familiars, you only get like a general
No.
sense of,
Just a sense of I would just be asking real like, where are they standing? Where are the goblins
and I don't
standing?
even
and
know
Where are
if
they?
you get that kind of communication. It would almost be the bat could probably tell you, holy crap, I don't feel safe.
Yeah, well, we
They
know
couldn't-
that
They
already.
couldn't say, oh, okay, there's like, 50 of them up over this ridge and there's 30 of them behind you and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah,
It's just an empathic link right now, I think, right?
I'm
Yeah,
looking it
taking
up.
a show off, you get very general.
What
And the
time
only-
of day is it, Mike?
It's dusk.
Dusk?
I mean, the sun is down, but there's still a little daylight left from there, but not much.
Is there any place along the river that has, is like a dock or something where you might find a boat or something?
This is not really a fishing village, so not,
Okay, no,
in
no.
this- not in this
Okay.
one. And this river is not really conducive to a lot of larger boat traffic because there's several sections of it that get going fairly fast, and it's during those fast areas, it's fairly shallow.
Okay.
Is there like is there a guardhouse here where me being a guard would have been staying?
There's only like 4 or 5 of you full-time guards to the town.
Yeah.
Okay,
Now, you know Luke's character.
yeah,
He kind of,
You going, buddy?
whenever there's a need, pretty much every time there's a festival, and he's close to town, he comes to the town and he helps, he jumps on his guard duty.
Okay,
So you've worked with him during times where there was just more need for guards.
okay,
So you know him and know him probably pretty well.
right, right.
But yeah, there's only like 5 or 6 of you maybe that are full-time, because it's not a very big town.
You and me, buddy, we got this.
We're gonna kill them all. Tear up our town like this.
All right,
So-
I've got a plan.
So
If-
what happened
if
to the
there's-
people that are inside the tavern? Like, evidently, my mother and father are still here.
You ask around, no one has seen your mom and dad.
Okay.
So
No
yeah,
idea
you-
where
I mean,
they're
he
at,
comes
if
in
they're
and asks-
dead or what.
You guys might know, especially those that know him a little bit better. He's one of only 2. Okay, he's got his dad is a half orc. His mom's a human. Dad was a big guy, came into town. This whole family moved in probably 10, 15 years ago. They're the only half orcs in town, him and his dad. Little skepticism at first, a little bit of prejudice. But his dad ended up getting injured defending one of the merchants in town, and pretty much has a permanent leg wound. He just doesn't walk very well. And ever since then, the whole town's kind of accepted him,
Okay.
full-fledged. And then, yeah, Kevin's character has kind of just taken over. I mean, those of you who grew up around the same time probably knew he was, young, probably getting in trouble with you guys. And his dad was a guard, and so he just kind of became a guard. So he's asked, hey, have you seen my parents? And none of you have seen his parents in this in tonight.
I have to ask a question, Mike, just going back to the first time we gamed, isn't that bridge like under repair right now?
Yes, it is.
And wasn't there like a way to just possibly disable it?
Yes, and
Another
actually,
one?
this character is the one that kind of gave you that, because he's
Okay.
the grumpy dwarf that runs the trading company. Kind of stuck it to the city. Took the job to fix the bridge, but then kind of stuck it to him and said, oh, it's going to take a lot more time and a lot more money. And so there was a dispute over how much it's going to cost, and that kind of stalled the repairs. The repairs are kind of in the middle of being done. The keystone to the bridge up top has been taken out, and there's a wooden one in its place just to hold that until they can do further repairs. And so that's actually, Gowan has told you, hey, I've been working on that. I've been helping her with that. I do know there's some temporary things in there that maybe we could use to either damage or destroy the bridge if we take that temporary piece out, or destroy that temporary piece.
So feasibly, if we can get out and get across the bridge and then,
Yeah, you guys talked about that a little bit. And he basically said there's probably some stuff at the trading company that we can use as like explosives. But then Jennifer, you also know, and what's his name? Vane, your little shopkeeper that you're good friends with. He's got some concoctions
chemical.
he's been working on that could deteriorate wood pretty rapidly and that kind of stuff. So
and he was located like, was he like over here? Mike?
yeah, he's actually right here.
Okay.
in Earl's Fine Shop, but he's actually in the inn with you at the moment.
Damn it.
Oh, that's right. But we still got to get back to his shop because he's not going to have it with him.
Right, he doesn't, yeah.
The there's like a that's what I'm looking for. Crane? There's like a crane that's connected to the
Yes,
bridge currently, right?
yep.
Okay, so if we could theoretically just pull out the keystone.
You're competent enough, you can use that crane to expose the weak point. So then either this acid or these explosives or something can
Okay.
be put in there and finish the job.
Okay, so then really all we have to do is just really for
Split the
us
party.
to all leave, all we have to do is go to that shop, go to the bridge, kill the goblins, and then follow that. But if we wanted to get other people out of town,
Right.
there's other things that we have to do. So we could make a giant circle around town.
Now,
Not on the streets and whatnot,
Right.
like through the, you know.
Yeah, there's, you, I mean, you see the whole thing, there's buildings and stuff, you know.
We can
Like a
make that
loop.
way.
A loop net of safety, essentially.
Yeah,
what you're
now
trying to
Auburn, who hasn't talked as much just because she's recovering from the hole in her shoulder. She was the one that kind of put you on this path that says, we need to leave and we can't do this by ourselves. And she kind of said, we need to, there's probably all kinds of healing supplies at the shrine. And it wouldn't be bad to have a healer or so. So she's mentioned that would be a good place to stop. Obviously a trading company, because there's stuff there if it's still there. There's supplies there. There's probably explosives there that you can use to take care of the bridge. Oral Shop also has some alchemical things that would be helpful both for the bridge and just survival afterwards.
If Carragh already saw 30 hobgoblins just taking a quick stroll far north, I mean, there could be 100 of those things in the city, though. How are we going to go through this whole city with that many
Yeah.
hobgoblins running
They
around?
said that they're setting up he said that they're setting up a perimeter of about 3 to 4 goblins going to each house. So if we're able to sneak by, we should be able to probably pick off a few on the way.
And
If
maybe
we're-
are they trying to kill I mean, they're saying the perimeter, are they trying to kill everything in the perimeter or just make sure they don't escape too?
I
mean,
remember
is
the
it-
last time that they were gathering people in the center of town. There was some mention of them gathering people in the center of town, and now they're trying to spread out and probably trying to gather more and more people. If we can go, you know, not necessarily
There-
house to house, but go to the places that we need to go, pick up the people that we need to get, then, you know, ideally, they'll be able to make it back to the Taproot Inn with the people that are already here. Or if we want to take them with us, we can leave the people that are in this inn here. And as soon as we get to here, either here or to the bridge, if we can give them a signal, then they can follow through or they can follow us and whoever is with us.
Yeah, Carragh will tell you that he came through this little loop of houses right here. So he kind of came through there, sneaking through, and he'll tell you that's where he saw a couple bands of like 2 or 3 of them at a time. He said it wasn't hard to get by them, but he said the bulk of them are moving towards the outskirts of town.
So if we can just avoid, you know,
Yeah, if you avoid open spaces, kind of was what he saw, then
We destroy the bridge, or are we going to trap all the town people in here? I mean, why do we want to destroy the bridge? What's the point of that?
So
so that way they
four-
can't follow.
Yeah, the 400 hobgoblins can't follow
They
us.
can't follow us, but
And
Right.
the people that are trapped in the middle of town, there's not really much chance of us being able to stop them. But if we can get however many people to follow us or to head to the Taproot Inn after we've like come into contact with them, those people will be able to take out of town.
Oh.
with us.
Or we can cross the bridge.
Or we could just say fuck all of them and then just go.
Well,
Yeah,
if you
I mean,
take-
Just go to that. We could just go to that.
Well,
one
I
place
won't
that's
be able
much
to do
shorter.
that.
they're
Yeah.
taking over an entire town, so it's not like they're going to have a lot of free people to chase a few that escaped. I mean, if their focus is the town, then us going over the bridge and leaving, I wouldn't think they would.
But we could knock out the
I'll
crane,
run-
cross
I'll
over
tell
the
you-
bridge, and then if,
with the numbers she's seen, she strongly recommends getting as many as you can across that bridge and then getting rid of the bridge.
That way they can't fall. There's more. There has to be more to this than just this town.
there's more strategy too, though. We could cross the bridge and
Exactly.
not necessarily take it out until they start following us over and pick them off for a
Get them
while.
out there. Yeah,
We
that
could.
way.
Yeah, we could try if we get
Take
enough
the
of them
crane
to-
out and set up the acid in
Yeah.
such a way that it would give when we ask it to give, and then try and wheedle a bunch of
Good.
them out after us.
But then whoever's on that side is going to be trapped.
Right. I was just
The
gonna
Well-
ask that
bunch of
question.
goblins.
If we take the
They're gonna
crane out, that's not going to disable the whole bridge. It'll just make it susceptible to the acid. And then if we set up the acid so that we could maybe shoot it with an arrow or lob it, like as just to get it to where it needs to be to the bridge that's already weakened, then we could do that from the other side maybe.
That's putting a whole lot of faith on our ability to hit a bottle from about how wide is this bridge? How long is this bridge?
Bridge is about 120 feet across.
I've been working on this bridge for a while. Would I know, like destroying that, how much of the bridge would be destroyed?
No, because you know what she would, I mean, you're not a structural engineer.
Fair.
You're kind of muscle, but you've been around her enough to know that, you know, she said this centerpiece, this is integral to the strength of the bridge.
Yeah.
So yeah, and you don't know about the explosives, about the particular alchemical thing that he said would get rid of wood. You don't know how that works.
Yeah.
All you know is if, you know, what's her name? I'm drawing a
Maybe we
blank
can
on
figure
her name.
that out. Maybe there'd be more information. Can I talk to Vane and ask him how that works? Because if we were to knock out the crane, run across the bridge, plant the acid, I mean, maybe the acid's gonna give us 10 minutes, maybe it's gonna give us 10 hours.
He will tell you
Nice.
he has to get the stuff poured on the entire thing. So when you ask about a bomb, he's like, I don't know if I got enough to make a bomb out of it, but we could definitely manually apply it to that.
How long
and
does
it
he
would
think
go
it'll
away.
take? How long would it
He'd
take?
say probably once we start that, based on the size that Gowan has told him it is, it's like once we apply that, we've got a few minutes probably before that eats pretty much almost all the way through it.
So we want to be, that would be a slow solution, or we could do explosives, which would be a quick solution.
Based on what we find in the,
Right.
If we wanted to take out the goblins, the explosives would probably be the way to go, because there's not much way, you know. We're not going to be, there's not like if we talk to Vane, there's not going to be like an exact amount of time that he knows will be able to like
I mean,
whittle away the wood.
either way, you're gonna lose some of the hobgoblins when the bridge collapses in the center, whether it's acid or the exploding.
Well, if they're following us, if they're
Yeah.
following us,
Well,
the
yeah, we're
acid
hoping they're
isn't gonna be-
following us.
yeah,
We want as many as possible to follow us.
we could, if we can get some of them to like,
Yeah.
we have to at least ensure that Auburn is able to get across that bridge. We have to at least make sure that she's able to get across, because she's the most experienced adventurer out of all of us. She's the most experienced person in this town, in this theoretical situation, or in this hypothetical, or in this situation. And she'll be able to help all of these people if we can get her healing. So we need to first get a healer for her. So we need to get those two across that bridge.
Yeah,
For
Takeshi
everybody
probably
else.
respectfully say that he thinks he knows someone that is comparable to her ability, but
Who's that?
Nanette,
Janet is a mentor.
is a mentor of
Takeshi.
his that he follows around.
Right.
I don't know where she is though.
But yeah, he doesn't know where she is.
So if we could find her, then that would also be good. Either if one or both. Both would be, Beth would be the best situation. Both would be the best situation.
With your discussion going on, Auburn's going to interrupt and say, okay, I think we've got a plan, but we need to get moving quickly. We got surprised here, but I'm guessing the longer we stay here, the less chance we have of getting out of here alive. So,
Everyone that's in this town that's not going to be moving through should just stay in this inn.
Get away from the door.
Yeah, and away from the
Just
door.
like-
Or just go into just go into the back room, or, you know, just stay there. You know,
she's
if they
like,
see
you guys are the ones that
somebody
are
at the
gonna defend
door,
us. She says, we can't defend ourselves, so.
if they
She said-
see, if
She
they
said, I'll
see,
keep them with me, but we're gonna follow.
they're gonna
Can't we
follow us.
get him to the shrine? Isn't the shrine somewhat,
Yeah, the shrine, you guys saw that, where that was.
isn't it, normally they're a little bit more fortified. Can you speak to that?
It's a building.
Chuck?
It's one of the few buildings in town that's not just
Chuck, I don't know
not
your.
structure.
oh,
It's
I-
actually tried, you know, there's some beauty into the architecture. Whereas every other building in town is very much utilitarian.
Right, but the question with the shrine, is it more defensible? Does it have stone instead of
Right.
thin wood or thatch or whatever? Is there anything about it that's
There's some
more?
stone pillars and stuff,
more
but
strongly
a lot of the
constructed.
structure is still wood.
Okay,
No basement, nothing that we would know about. Echo, are you connected to the shrine? I probably-
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm
And
connected
he
to the
does not know of
shrine.
any basement.
As far as I know, it's just like everything else here. It's a building. It's a little prettier. but I don't think anything in this town actually qualifies as defensible.
We don't need it to be defensible. We just need them to hide.
Right.
And
They also need to defend themselves on the off chance that something happens.
that's why I gave it 2 stores to these guys. If they can just hide inside of this room, you know, if they have at least 2 people just watching out for goblins, if they see any, run into this back room, lock the door, and then
Hopefully we'll be
hope for the
back.
best.
We'll be back in 30 minutes. And
Yeah,
I mean, if they come with us, that's 5 or 6 people versus 15 or 20 people wandering around. We're for
Trying to-
sure going to be seen then.
Yeah, trying to be stealthy.
The smaller group that we have, the better. So they need to stay here. and
okay.
just hide.
Auburn's gonna argue with you that, like I said, if hobgoblins find them, they're done.
If hobgoblins find all of us, we all may be done, and there's going to be a whole lot more of us coming.
How many
There's a
people
whole
are we
lot more
talking about
south,
in the,
too.
how many people are we talking about in the inn that would follow us?
Let's flip back to that screen.
Are we gonna split the party to try and knock this all out in half the time? Or are we gonna trope around and watch each other's?
That always goes well.
No, you never split the party.
Because I wasn't here when the inn got attacked. I don't know how many people are in here, so.
There was like
Um,
7.
There are
How many?
right now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 6 commoners, and then the 3 named people that you know.
So about 9 people. Okay.
1, 2, 3. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of us, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 comers. Because the person that's below Jet.
Mhm.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Auburn and Vane,
And then Jet.
and then also Jet.
Yeah.
Wait, is Jet?
Just a
Jet.
commoner.
Vane tells you, he's gonna go the other way because he has to get to a shop. He's like, if you guys are coming by there anyway, when you get there, you can pick me up.
That's
It's
fine.
like, I'm going there now.
All right.
So, but
I
we're
would
gonna-
tell the commoners to go on the north side of the building by that door. And if something comes through the south side, just try to run to the bridge and get across that bridge and hide in the woods. That's the best chance anybody has of getting out of here is getting
Like
across
I
that
said, you
bridge.
you know right now the bridge is
guarded.
guarded
Guarded, yeah.
by
Yeah.
at least from you can see at least 3. You don't know if there's more hobgoblins.
And
But
they're
that's
gonna
the
end
only
up leaving-
chance they'll have.
They're going to end up leaving Auburn behind. If they have to run, they're going to end up having to leave Auburn behind. If they can just barricade themselves, if they see people coming, they're going to be better off. It may just make things longer, but that's the best situation. We can make it past, once we're done going through the town, we'll be able to go back to the inn. We can give a secret knock or something in order to tell them that, you know, it's time to go, or some sort of signal. But if we go with like 14 of us going through town,
Okay.
we're gonna get found real fucking easy.
Auburn will go with whatever the party decides, but she's very much against this idea.
When I was coming back into town, Mike, did I see, could I tell about how many of the houses or buildings had been gone through by the hobgoblins? Just a quick
I
guess.
don't know if you know about how many have been gone through,
Or how many, okay,
but once you got into town, you only saw 2 groups of like 3 or 4 that were going through buildings.
okay. How many houses, how many
You
buildings
saw,
are in
you
the
saw
town?
much more as you were coming back into town, and you saw them exiting town.
So I got the sense that most of them were leaving town and there wouldn't be that many left,
Not as many.
not as many.
Still more than you think you guys could handle in a, you know,
Right,
full
we have to
frontal assault.
evade, yeah, right.
But the majority of what you saw was leaving town or heading towards the outskirts of town.
I mean, I don't think Auburn has a leg to stand on. We'd be great to take everybody with us, but we're the ones that are put our asses on the line, and the faster we can move, the stealthier we
Yeah.
can move, the better chance we have of helping her. And
There and most So when you say that they're heading towards the outskirts, does that mean the people that were in the center of town are now dispersing towards the outskirts? Like all of them are leaving? Or like
Like the townsfolk?
No, the town.
no,
Yeah.
the people that were being gathered in this town. There were
He saw
Hobgoblin-
no townsfolk in town that weren't tethered to chains and associated with hobgoblins.
I thought that I thought there was a whole bunch of people that were like being surrounded by hobgoblins or like being gathered.
Yeah, and
They were
they,
gathered, yeah.
and yeah, he'll say he saw
yeah,
people being captured, or if someone fought too much, they just got killed.
Okay, so then so we can't go, yeah, we need to move fast and we need to move stealthy. 18 of us is not, or like 16 of us is not going to be stealthy enough. They need to stay. Vane can go to his
Shop.
shop if he thinks he can get there quietly. Everyone else here needs to stay.
Mhm.
And we can send the healer to the inn if she seems capable enough to reach here. But like, it does Auburn look like she's about to die? Like, does she look
No.
like she's on the verge of death?
No, she just can't move around very well, and she's a little
Then yeah.
a
she's
little
gotta
slow.
stay.
Well, then the idea that that she needs a healer. Like what kind? Because
Like greater restoration kind of deal, or
You've repaired hit points on her.
yeah,
What she needs is more than what you can provide.
well,
In
Okay,
metagaming
but-
terms,
yeah, metagame
She's-
because
she's basically got a permanent exhausted condition until several days worth of rest.
Yeah.
okay.
she's gonna need to stay. They're all gonna need to stay. 'Cause we
She's
can't
just
get them, we can't have them be jumpy and then like alerting a bunch of the goblins either.
And we gotta go.
Yeah.
We do.
Yeah.
Yeah. We gotta go through town. We can send whoever else we find to the inn, or have them follow with us then, and hopefully we don't end up with too big a fucking party. But
So how are we gonna do this? We gonna go counterclockwise, clockwise? We wanna go one place before the other?
Well,
let's
can-
What's
go.
most important?
Can we
Healing
go? Can we go back to the town map, please?
Yeah.
I figured that we go counterclockwise and then
Well-
end by
Here's based on the information that I've heard so far. This area here, why is that? Oh, that's not clicking because I'm being stupid. This area here seems to be relatively clear.
Mhm.
So if we left the inn and went here, then, somehow stealth or we're quiet to go around here, we could end up basically getting to here. So then we can check the shrine, see if they're healers.
That's gonna be the easy part, I think.
Right. And then at that point, we can go maybe
Down.
down to here, over to the trading company, try to wind our way through here sort of quietly to get to this, right?
Mhm.
And then we've hit all the spots, whether we're doing acid, whether we're doing explosions. I think your parents are down here.
Yeah,
So
but I don't
again-
think I'm gonna be able to do much with them.
Well, but these little side streets, if this area up here is relatively cleared out because they've gone through it. I mean, basically it's a military sweep. So they've gone through it, they've cleared those houses, they're confident that they're done, and they're moving out in an external pattern to go and get these people up here in tents and whatnot. If it's the same down here, we may be able to go down these small streets and get to these buildings from the back without drawing too much attention. And if we run into a group that's a 2 or 3 sweeper team, a 2 or 3 person sweeper team, we should be able to deal with that.
there's 7 of us. We should be able to take out a couple goblins.
Right, as long as we don't draw, as long as it doesn't become too drawn out, or
Yeah.
make too much noise and draw too much attention
Yeah.
from
can-
whatever.
As
Whatever
long
we
as
do, we do
end
not
up-
want to make a lot of noise.
Right, and then we end up sort of back, once we've done this counterclockwise to hit the 3 spots, the shrine, the trading company, 4 spots, the fine shop and your
Right.
parents' house.
Yeah.
Is this
Then-
is your parents' house, Jennifer? The group.
That's
No,
No,
I'm all the way
that's-
down here.
that's my place.
That's his bachelor pad. We don't want to go
Yeah,
there.
That's my
The G is for
that's my-
Gowan. Yeah.
That's my
got it.
sweet house. that-
We don't want to go to the bachelor pad. It's
Most
gonna
of these
smell
are
funny.
spread out. Gowan, is that area? Can you like go from here
there's a
to
shag
here?
rug and everything.
Is it open? Are some of these buildings open enough where you can move? Like, do we have to go all the way around or can we go through this area?
It could go like between the houses. Is there like,
Yeah, is it,
Crack
because
in
they
the
look
back.
like they're kind of right next to each other, built against each other?
Those could be roof lines. is what I'm wondering.
Those might have a little bit of room between them, not much, but like right up here, that one you can get between.
So we don't have to go all the way around that horseshoe to get
No.
to the
Perfect.
shrine.
Thank
Yeah,
God.
some of them probably
Here,
are only a
to
couple.
here,
feet
maybe.
apart.
Or we can climb on top and jump
Here to
across
No.
the roof.
we're not Levi.
here, to
Mike,
here.
where's my parents'
I
house
can't
again?
believe by this.
If
What?
I remember correctly, your
Where's my
parents' house
parents'
is
house?
down
That one
here.
here?
I think it was somewhere in here.
It
or
was,
something
I
like
was
that.
one of these. I don't remember. It was one of the little ones.
Yeah,
Pick one.
One of
But
the
if we get-
houses in the burbs.
Just mark it.
yeah. Between the trading company, if we can use these small streets and whatnot and go between buildings to avoid being seen, we can get to that.
Yeah.
And then from there, go to the fine shop. And then from there, we'll have everything we meant to collect. And then at that point, we can decide what option we need to do
Okay.
about the bridge. The other question I had about this
I put
river
a V on.
Is
Why
it-
did- Okay.
is you said that this river was shallow and it wasn't very fast, correct?
No, it's either fairly deep, 8, 6, 8, 10 feet deep, and those are going at a normal pace. But there's several sections of the river where it widens a bit. And it's only 3 or 4 foot deep. And there's lots of rocks sticking up and it's kind of like rapids.
Yeah.
So like I said, this is not something that you're gonna get lots of barges on and lots of
Right.
bigger boats.
But what I was thinking of is from a trade perspective, you need a bridge, but based on some of the shallow areas, how difficult would it be to ford on foot?
As fast as the water moves across those, pretty tough.
I got the impression from last time that it wasn't a fast moving river, so that's
Right.
different.
Yeah.
So we,
And
We
at some points, I mean, the narrowest point is where the river is, and that's like 110 feet across.
where the bridge is,
Yeah, some points it gets to almost 200 feet across.
okay. I was just trying to see if there was a way to get across without having to deal with 4 hobgoblins on the bridge, but that's probably not the case.
And we're gonna have to kill those things.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to take down this bridge.
So at least initially, we need to start moving towards the shrine in whatever convoluted sort of stealthy pattern we choose.
Yeah.
We need to get going.
Yeah.
And if we can, if we find any people that are left in these buildings, I suggest we tell them to come back to the inn and be as quiet and be quiet and quick in order to get back. If they can, if we find anyone, if there's
Right.
not anyone that's already dragged into the center of town,
Right.
Exactly.
tell them go straight through the center of town. Totally fine. You're totally going to survive.
Yeah, if you run fast enough, you'll be okay.
Yeah, if you run fast enough, the goblins can't see you.
Right, yeah.
It's just science.
Great. We got a bunch of commoners Naruto running through the middle of town, getting shot with arrows, stabbed with spears and looking stupid the whole time.
I mean, it's a great distraction. You can't deny.
Works for us, but
Yeah, yeah. Just-
not so much for them.
We're going to incite them to invade Area 51.
yes. It's my dream. I can't believe that happened.
We going out the south door?
No, let's go out the north and then wrap around.
Yeah. Yeah. I think
Yeah,
we
the
need to,
side / back door is the only real.
right. And then sort of curve left and head
Actually,
back.
there's no front door to the place. You guys were just staying away from it because last time you guys stuck your head out, Hobgoblin saw you and came over and engaged.
Well, there's a front
Do we-
doorway.
Do we
There's
want
just
to
no
try to
door left.
barricade that
Yeah,
door?
there's not much of a door there.
Nothing to stop anybody from coming in.
Yeah.
No door.
Okay.
Really?
Busted up with the ballista.
Yeah,
Question. Can we remove the door?
Can you what?
Can we remove the door that leads to like the side room and put it in the front room as a
It might almost look better than.
The door
It looks-
Somebody
between,
might notice that,
yeah,
yeah.
the door between the kitchen and the back room is not really a lockable, not really a.
The hobgoblins have entered this room and they think it's been busted into,
Yeah.
so their best chance
They
is
may
that
not
it's
come
already-
back, yeah.
I
it's already
agree.
been swept. They don't
Looks
have, I
good.
mean,
Looks
as long as they
jacked
don't
up.
make any noise and they don't do anything, come out the
Oh, that
front door.
reminds me, I'm gonna tell all of the people that are in this inn, the NPCs, drag the hobgoblin bodies into that room with you. Please. Because they're not gonna look at those hobgoblin bodies and be like, oh, this is fine. Just drag their bodies in there, it'll be fine.
Yeah, drag them out of sight.
Yeah, exactly. Just hide the bodies.
Take them with you, but just hide them behind the bar or whatever.
But before we go, Takeshi's gonna say, I just want you guys to know that I can change my shape in some ways. I don't normally share that with people, but given the situation, I feel like I have to. And one of those shapes that I will probably take on before this is over is a fox. So if you see a little fox running around, it's me.
That's
Hobgoblin. Can you make yourself a hobgoblin?
Yeah.
Can you
Pretty
change
sure
your-
only human figures I can take on.
Oh, okay.
So are you naturally a fox or are you naturally a human that
He's
transforms?
naturally a.
I'm a
fox.
kitsune.
So a
I don't know
foxy
what that
human.
means, but
It basically means he's a furry.
that's what I was gonna build for.
Just get over that fact. He's
Just a
cool.
few sessions early. Damn. I was gonna build towards that over time, but
No, just throw it right out there.
all right, let's get the hell out of here.
Yes.
Yay.
Okay, so you guys start making your way towards where?
Where the G is,
From
yeah. In the
here,
back there.
probably, are those trees or bushes?
Trees.
Where's the door that I came in at, Mike?
You came in through the start of this area.
This back corner?
Okay. And that door's on the side there?
Yeah,
Okay.
Does it look like a shed? This little,
yeah.
Storage
Like an
shed,
outhouse.
probably.
do we want?
Are
them
we
to-
supposed to be rolling stealth to
No.
do this?
Probably.
Depends on how the route you take and how close you get to,
Can I use my bat to at least
Yes.
identify in front of us if we're going a bad direction?
like I said, it won't be
mean,
able to tell you there's stuff around the corner, but if you send to a specific location, you can get a sense of whether or not the bat feels comfortable there or not.
Okay, then I'd like to send them like 10, 15 feet ahead of us on the roof lines.
Okay. What's the bat's perception?
The bat has a perception of, do you want me to roll one for you? Want me to roll one for you or?
I just want to know what the bonus is, so I know about how stealthy the bat is.
Okay.
Is there a back entrance to the shrine? Do we know?
I would know if there is.
6.
Yes, there is.
Okay.
The
Let's try to
entry to the shrine is southeast, and on the northern side is the back door.
Okay, let's try to go towards the back door.
Bat's got a perception of 6 and a stealth of 14.
Okay. All right.
So,
You make it stop.
so we're assuming we're gonna go through this
Alright.
area here to get,
Uh-huh.
so do we want to skate along the backside of these buildings here?
I'm trying to map out the way that.
Well,
Show
part
me
of
the
it's-
route you're taking, and I know
part of
you've
it-
got the bat kind of going out a little in front of you.
You can't get through there though, I don't
Is
think.
this,
It's better
or
for
is
us to
this
go
a
through
closed
there.
area?
Yeah, well, it's not really closed, but it's easier for us to go through that way.
Yeah.
Okay, so then
Then you'll
there,
You probably want to go around the backside of these buildings then,
that's an open
and
space.
then
Yeah,
come through
that's
here.
gonna, we're gonna be visible if we go
Mhm.
through the.
Yeah. Well, if we go, I mean, it's a, I don't know.
Well, if they're
I guess
going,
if we
Go through the
go-
trees?
Anything up north, Mike? Is there anything,
Here,
are we seeing anything up above us?
I thought they were up
Yeah.
in the perimeter up here.
exactly. If we go around the building.
But you guys go here, right?
Yeah,
And then you going behind the buildings or in front?
Did we see anything up here? when
Hi.
we were
Yeah.
Out of the building,
No, most of the
Point.
tents are kind of where, see where I got that word tents over on the
Yep,
left-hand side?
over here, yeah.
They're mostly over that direction.
So, question, this area right here, that's like closed off? They're like pressed against each other, those buildings?
Okay, based on this route that you've drawn out, When you get to right here and send the bat towards the road, the bat comes back with a not safe feeling.
What if we send?
Now, you don't know what that means exactly.
Right,
Like I said, you don't know what's there, where they're at, where they're looking.
when the bat comes
Can I-
back, what if we send him this way? Up around the next building?
Up
Same-
around,
Yeah, same not safe feeling,
and you send it, yeah, once you send them out in this road,
yeah.
about right here, same kind of feeling.
Be something on the road there.
Mhm.
I share that with everyone.
Do we have anyone who is stealthy enough? to
You
go-
send it this direction? Like, does it seem like there's anything coming up that road? Or is it coming down the road?
Yeah,
It's
right, right
the
there,
bat can't tell me.
there, both of them came back with,
Yeah,
Not
the back
good.
can clarify what section it's coming from.
Oh.
So is it, who's the stealthiest amongst us and who, does anybody have, like, I have a sleep attack that I could chat. I mean, I've got a 6 stealth. If I could get to right,
I can tell you right now, it's not gonna be me.
if I got to right here and peeked out and was successfully stealthy, I might be able to put one thing down, maybe, if I get lucky.
Okay, zeros.
Anybody else got something better, stealthy, sneakier?
I got
I'm
nothing.
pretty stealthy, especially if I turn into a fox. But
Yeah, yeah, that might be a good option there.
It might be
How many
best.
times can you turn into a fox?
it's not limited.
Awesome.
Oh,
That's probably the way we
Fox.
should go then.
Go Fox.
be a fox and then come back to us. You be our scout. They'll never suspect
Okay.
anything.
So
What's your
Mike,
stealth? Give me a stealth roll with being a fox.
Yeah, the other question is, when you're in your fox form, can you communicate normally or no?
no, I'm basically a fox.
You're actually the animal, so
Yeah.
you can yip and that's about it. Okay.
Yep.
But you could come back, we could just, so before you go, can we devise a plan? Like if you come back and shake your tail, that means I haven't found a direction, or if you come back and tuck your tail between your legs and. that
Well,
means
I can
I'm
change as
there.
a standard action, so it's not that hard to
Yeah.
change back.
Woo, nice.
I was looking to see if do any of us have speak with animals as an ability?
I do not.
That'd be a druid thing. Okay, you come up to here, I guess, is that right?
Right.
Okay, when you come up to here, you see a couple, 2 hobgoblins out in the road here. You can hear that inside this house or something's going on. But that's the only thing you see is 2 hobgoblins right there.
How about out in
And they seem to be focusing right there.
the common area? What's going on out here? Can I see anything?
Give me a perception.
Not sure. Do I use perception of a fox or do I use my own perception?
I'm not as familiar with the race that you are, so I'm not sure.
Well,
Do you,
I think, I mean, it says +2 dex. No, it says +4 dex, -2 strength, +1 natural armor. So I think it's more like a shape change rather than actually becoming.
okay, so it's more you than the
I
actual
think.
animal.
Yeah, even though I'm actually a fox, I think they're treating it more like a shape change kind of thing rather than,
I think though that you're gonna be stealthier. You know, that your stealth would change because you're.
you would, yeah, that, I mean, stealth, I don't know, you would think, but
Well, you get the +2
Stealth
to
is a-
dex, so that affects your dex, or that affects
yeah,
your stealth.
right.
Right.
So I think, what do you think, Mike? We should probably just stick with the +4 dex minus strength and not use like the fox stats at all. Because like fox stealth, what I used is a lot better. It was +10.
I would probably use that just because as you level, the fox stats aren't ever going to change.
Right.
And I would
Okay.
assume in that form, as you get more powerful, you will have more abilities or have more.
Yeah.
We'll get better in some way.
Yeah. All right. So take off 3 from that stealth roll. So 19 is what I actually rolled. And a perception, let's see, 5, 6, 7. 10 perception to see if there's anything in the common
You're
area.
just too low to the ground. You can't really see over there to see what's going on over there.
All right, well, I'll go back and tell everybody that it looks like they're sweeping a house that we're in, behind. There's a couple in the front of the house and there's something going on inside of the house.
Maybe we should bust in through the back.
I was gonna say, do we want to, if they go into the house, do we want to take them out in the house?
Yeah, I didn't see
You
any
actually,
other
you actually
hobgoblins.
saw that they were right there, both folks on the house. So maybe you go a lot further down.
Yeah, but that exposes us because we feel like there might be,
Oh, yeah, because then the people
Out
from the
here.
bridge could potentially see us.
If we just wait.
Well, I think there was nothing up here north of us.
Right.
Everything going on is over by the tent
Oh.
sign.
oh, there's nothing up here.
And it's on, yeah, nothing up here, and it's on the other side of the trees.
So
Just about the
before I
tent
go
side.
back to him, Mike, I'm gonna sweep around. Let me get a drawing thing. I'm gonna go
I was gonna say, please be orange.
like to there, yeah,
Tell
Okay.
me it was mine.
and see what's going on, like to the
That whole,
north.
that
the
whole
west.
route, you do not see anyone or anything. And these houses are completely quiet.
Okay, so I'm gonna go back up to just the other side of that, like here,
Okay.
and then I'm going to gesture. Well, I'm gonna change back into my regular shape and gesture to everybody to come down this way.
Do so.
So everybody gets to there.
And then we can try to go. It might even be good to go on the other side of this building. There's,
Now,
The
the
only-
backs of
That's-
these
that's
buildings
getting near the
back up
tent.
against the tents right here.
right.
And you do hear more of a commotion still going on at the tents.
So we want to keep this building on the other
Yeah.
side of that.
Yeah.
All right. But we can maybe cross like right in here, right?
Yeah, like I said, it's getting fairly dark. And like when you saw the guys at the house, the two on the outside seemed pretty intent on what was going on in the house. They weren't casually standing back just looking around them the whole time. They were paying pretty close attention to what was going on in the house.
Do we know whose house this is?
None of you do.
All right, let's go that way then.
So where do you
Try to
guys go?
We're
What
gonna
do you
try to
guys
get
go for
into,
dinner?
and try to get into that little cul-de-sac area with where the
Okay,
buildings are all.
all right. That far away, no one really has to make a stealth check. You guys all get across the road, just kind of tiptoe your best. And none of you. So. At that stage,
Mike, is the GM the only one that can clear
I
stuff?
don't know.
I'm not seeing any way to clear anything.
I just cleared all the old stuff.
Yeah, you would think you'd be able to do that on your own though, for what you actually did.
Yeah, I
but-
tried to do that too. I tried to take the V off the wrong house that I had.
Yeah, you gotta go to select and then it's weird. Not everywhere can you select it.
Yeah, it looks like only the GM can do that.
Okay, so you guys are right here right now.
Okay, let's keep going. Is there, we can move to that corner of that building. Is there anything going on in this area on this
Are
road?
you doing this in fox form or are you sending the bat out? What's going on?
No, I'm just gonna stealth as myself for, unless I hear something or,
Okay,
I'll keep the
there is
back.
nothing going on in this road.
All
okay,
right, so
This road right here, completely quiet.
let's cross to
You
the
cross
other
the
side.
trees, and you end up coming in, you actually see the shrine. As you guys approach, give me a perception.
Pretty sure I have feet.
Can you get mine also?
Yep. Well, that sounds about right. It's great. Okay, so it does have.
Yeah.
All the stuff. I just want to make sure. Oh God, I'm trying to hunt down the nail clippers on me. Perfect.
Um,
Out there. If you can you give me water? Thank you.
so. Valky and Karog, as you guys are coming through the trees, you see what you're pretty sure is a body on the ground up in front of you.
Right here. Let's go to the map.
Can we
Outs-
tell what a body of what? Does it look like it's a hobgoblin?
It's kind of dark, so it looks to be too small to be a hobgoblin.
Okay. We can
And
tell,
Is this the building? This is our shrine, right?
Yeah, and Echo will tell you, here's the shrine. This is the back door to the shrine, and this house belongs to, oh my gosh,
Priestess? I mean, a
no.
priest or whatever.
There's an old woman who
Probably a
old guy.
bard. Because
There's
look
an
how the
old guy that
path.
runs,
Oh,
that kind of takes care of the shrine. Now, there's a young girl also that has kind of been only here a couple years. Like I said, I've talked to Echo. He's pretty sure she's kind of being groomed to kind of take over because he is getting pretty up there in years. But he's still the one that I was more prepared. I would have had the name.
it's okay. We'll forget it by tomorrow anyway.
We don't care.
you,
that one guy.
You know that guy.
that person.
No, Nolan's his name. Nolan is the guy that runs the thing, and you know that's Nolan's little
Does he live in
back house, whatever, where he actually lives.
Does that look like Nolan on the ground? I asked Echo.
Echo didn't really see the body, so he's like,
Does she
I
know
don't know.
what
Echo, stop looking at your feet.
I have a spear.
the North or Nolan looks like?
What's that?
Would Takeshi know what Nolan looks like?
Probably not. I mean, not as much as the chance of
Yeah,
Echo. but
everyone in town would know what Nolan looks like.
Can we ask Echo to look again?
You
Look closely.
Well,
Stop
the
looking at
closest
your
people are
spear.
like 15 feet away.
Like I do with my dog, walk up over top of it and point straight down.
With
Oh,
with me
yeah,
living
I
in
s-
town,
I see it now.
would Karog probably would have ran into this person at least once or twice. Would I know for sure that's Nolan?
You don't think it is. You actually think it's a more feminine figure.
Oh,
So
Oh,
is
the
it,
girl.
do I think it's the girl that's been here for a couple
You can't,
years?
you can't tell it's face down.
Okay.
I thought she was in the inn with us, wasn't she? Was she
No.
one of the ones that was with us?
no.
So
She
from
was
here,
here. She was the one we were coming to try and find.
Like I said, you guys see where you're at.
yeah. Do
I'm
I
not
see
gonna do an
any,
initiative, but if you guys want to start moving around,
or do we see any
We want to
any
stop
movement?
or to try to see the person's
you
face.
guys all see stuff here, right? You guys see the body?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do we want to try to stop for or
So yeah, Takeshi gets up there. It's a female human, but it's not one that you were acquainted with,
my God.
other than maybe just, okay, I've seen her around town.
Well, he's gonna keep an arrow knocked and kind of watch back this
Okay.
way while everybody gets up on that door.
I was gonna say the
Echo
building,
Karog, give me a perception.
building on the left is the shrine,
Is
correct?
the actual shrine, is the back of the shrine, yeah.
Where do you want to go, Beth?
Yeah, I'm gonna like right there.
Right here? Or against?
Yeah, right there against the wall for now.
Okay.
What do I get with that?
What about you, Echo?
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't realize I needed to roll another one. Here you go.
There
Now
you
I
go.
see
Hey.
everything.
This is your territory.
Lineage.
Both of you, as you approach the door, you hear what almost sounds like someone chopping wood. If you didn't know any better, you'd swear this was like a lumberjack or something. It almost sounds like an axe hitting wood almost
From inside the shrine?
from inside the shrine.
Barricading.
But you don't hear any other noise other than that. You might hear some background noise of some movement. But that's kind of, the main noise you hear is every few seconds, a thud that, like I said, it sounds almost to you like someone's chopping down a tree.
Okay.
I'm gonna check this body and make sure that it is a body and not a living thing.
Okay. That is a body. There's no pulse, no breathing, no anything. But she hasn't been dead long. She's still warm.
Are there windows back here?
What's that?
Are there windows back here?
No.
Did he just wake up?
No, he barked because he heard someone outside. Portland's
Portland, it's okay.
So you've got a key Echo to get in here, but
Yeah.
typically during this festival time, this door would not be locked.
There's
Wow.
not a barricade in front of the door, correct? Like it's not closed.
Not on
from-
the outside. You don't see anything on the outside.
Okay,
So-
so
I'll try to open the door.
It opens. Are you opening it?
Yeah.
Let me move you out of the way so I can reach it.
I want to say something, make sure that whatever's on the other side is not gonna attack you or will attack you.
No, I think that's not going to help. Oh God, that's not going to help.
At this stage, I need everyone to roll initiative.
If you go back to the macros.
Crap, I forgot to click on my stuff.
Oh, wait, we didn't put macros together.
Initiative.
Actually, hang on.
They're
All right,
initial-
go ahead.
I thought you did macros for us for that. Didn't you?
I'll have to,
I did, I thought I did, yeah. I think I didn't
I-
click on mine either, though. Mike,
thought
you have to
Mike
add
did.
mine.
Yeah.
Initiatives.
turn it on.
I don't know.
That one, Valky, Echo, Takeshi, Karag. Okay, I think I've got everyone. So once everybody goes, I'll,
shit.
the ones that didn't go, I'll put over manually.
Yeah, I forgot to click on my
Yeah,
icon,
me
so
too.
Takeshi too.
I always forget that part.
Okay, well, I clicked on my icon, but I'm not seeing initiative anywhere. Where am I missing it? My
It
icon-
might not be in your token. Is it showing up below down? Go to the macro list.
Actually-
If it's there.
Mine's showing up. as-
Chuck, do me a favor, just roll again, selecting your guy, and then I'll just edit the number.
okay.
Want me to do the same?
Yeah,
And it's exactly the same.
that's even better.
So
If you
there's
could do that, that'd be great.
there's no need to alter anything.
Actually, Mike, my initiative might be a little bit higher than it should be because I didn't update it for this character.
Okay.
So you want me to roll it again?
Gordon, how'd you get yours in there?
Do you know the bonus, how different the bonus is?
26
the
looks
bonus was-
perfectly good to me.
Well, I had it the
Might
bonus
not
plus
have it added.
12.
Whatever, I'm not sure. If you click
No.
on your character, you should see it on the upper left hand. If I did it, then it would be on the upper left hand as a token action.
Yeah, no, I swear these were here before. That's so bizarre. Okay. I'll have to do one. I don't have it.
Can't wait to die.
Oh, yeah, you don't have that high, so 7.
No, I don't.
plus-
Yeah, I'm sorry. I meant the, I didn't, yeah.
What's your dex on your character?
Hold on a second. Processing.
Yeah.
Valkyries is 4.
What is it?
Next is 17.
Yep.
Okay, so 3.
Hey, Chuck, if you want to not worry about not clicking on your token anymore, if you take it off of the in bar one and just make it a token action,
Yeah.
then
Yeah.
you have to click on your token, able to see it. and
It'll show up at
it'll
the top once you select your character. So you have to have your character.
I might take some time and do it because the way you have it set up in tags, where you click on your character and all those options are there, I like that. That
Cool,
works
yeah.
well.
Yeah.
So
I do too, yeah.
Maybe
it's just
that's what I would
it's a different way to do it, and so I'll have to set it up. But yeah, I like the way that works.
Okay.
Just a checkbox. Yeah.
Yeah. And while we're pondering, the other thing that I've seen lately, because I've done this thing called Camp D&D, which is an interesting little experiment. They do, because when you click on yourself, you have 3 boxes, right? We use red for hit points. They use green, but it doesn't matter. But you can use blue for your AC, and then you don't have to put it in your name.
Mhm.
And the DM can see all of your numbers.
That's cool.
And so it makes it, I guess, somewhat easier for them.
Faster.
The only thing I've noticed dealing like as a GM, if you've got 3 bars on every character,
Yeah.
it becomes kind of a pain in the ass because you're always trying to see.
Oh, it's cumbersome for you?
Yeah, it's
Okay.
cumbersome because I mean, there's a lot of times there's tight spaces, you can't see them all. And
Right.
so I don't know. I think it would be better if they had one bar across with maybe circles. That you
Right.
could have incrementally showing the circle be less and less.
Yeah.
That would be a better design element.
Yeah,
Mike,
that-
Valky's
just-
got a +4 in her dex.
It just seemed like an interesting use of the 3 bubbles that you get. So you didn't have to put it in your name, but whichever way works, as long as the DM knows what your AC is, then they don't have to constantly ask.
I think we did that.
Okay, does everybody have theirs updated in the turn
Yeah.
order correctly? I think I've got everybody's updated.
Except wouldn't Valky have a .04 for a dex bonus?
Yeah, I didn't know that was her.
I only rolled that poorly. I did.
Okay,
I suck.
everyone else is accurate.
Mhm.
Why has my initiative roll been so shit recently?
Oh,
It was the same with freaking Levi. Like,
Okay, so Echo opens up the door. You see a couple hobgoblins placing some things in a pile over by
Yeah.
the altar in the middle.
oh no.
The noise you see was coming from this one.
Okay.
It looks to be a female hobgoblin. She does have a large axe, and there used to be a nice Erastil wooden sculpture there.
She has a large what?
Rascal.
Axe.
Oh, okay. Just
He
checking.
has a
Just
My
checking.
bad.
huge axe.
Well, just
Fair enough.
we got big
Large
booty
axe
hobgoblins.
on
It's all
Yeah.
good.
Let the
Um,
fan art begin.
Like I said, you realize there used to be a very beautiful sculpture of Erastil.
Right, that
And
she's
that-
destroyed.
And right now when you open the door, her axe is stuck in it and she looks over at it and starts trying to yank the axe out.
Okay.
So actually, she goes first. So this whole turn is spent, yanking and going back and forth. And
Right.
in her turn, she finally gets that axe pulled out of the
The sculpture. Okay.
sculpture. So,
Yeah, we're going through the door.
okay, Garnet, you're up. Popped
So-
open the door and I don't know if he said anything, but
Yeah, I
So-
said, oh shit,
Oh shit. I got
which is the universal symbol of enemies that away.
Yeah.
I think Echo's in front if you want to run in, or if you wanted to.
Yeah, so where's the door exactly? Because I can't, I see the one by
it's
Takashi.
right here.
Yeah,
Right in.
literally right where I'm
It's just right where the
standing.
blood, the.
Yeah,
it's
you have to
blood.
go through his space.
Uh. So, yeah, so he said, oh shit, so I know that I would know that there's enemies. I yeah, I'll charge on ahead because I've got a sword and shield. I can do it.
Reckless abandon.
Yeah. So
That's the only kind of abandon, the reckless kind.
yeah.
Okay,
That's kind.
why don't you count 5, 10,
I can move 20 feet.
5,
I just need to
10,
know
15.
where I could land then.
well,
It's true.
it's 10 feet to get there, so you can move yourself there. I'm gonna move him out of the way for a little bit. Move
Perfect.
yourself there, and then you got
There.
10 more feet to go.
Feet.
Oh, boy. Oh shit. You're all the goblins.
Oh, I love,
Me there.
I
Where?
love
Right there.
dynamic lighting.
10 more feet. Yeah. Perfect. Yeah, so I'll move to there.
Start beatboxing.
Okay, and then what are you doing?
I'll just ready my weapons for now then, because I don't want to move the additional feet that I need. That would be the end of my actions, yeah.
Not doing anything else?
No, just ready the weapons in case they come
Okay.
at me, yeah.
Okay, Kashi,
What?
Oh.
No.
And that's Valky.
Okay.
Yeah, it'll be Valky next. What's up, Luke?
Actually, ignore me for a moment. Sorry. Sorry.
done.
Valky up, Mike?
What's that?
Is Valky up?
No, Takeshi's up.
No, Valky should be up. She has a
Yeah.
16.
Takeshi's got a 21.
Sure, if I put that.
Yeah, she's got a 13.
He's in the list with 1306.
Oh, I've got him there twice, 21 and 13. Which one is him?
13 is the
I don't
right.
see the
Okay.
21.
Okay, that's on my list.
Must be one from before.
Okay, never mind.
Yeah, you got to
That's
clear
Val-
those.
Yeah, Valky's next.
You got to clear those sometimes, Mike. They don't clear automatically. Sometimes you'll end up with multiples.
There was stuff there before. I thought I'd cleared it all out as you guys were rolling, but apparently I missed one. Okay, Valky, you're up.
What is it? A negative? That's without precise shot. That's a -4 to hit this guy. Is that right?
No, because he's not engaged with anyone.
Isn't Echo also standing like in the doorway?
That's what I'm saying. To get between Karag and Echo. Oh,
But I'm gonna give him two cover, but precise shot. Yeah, you take the -4 if an enemy is actually toe to toe and engaged with a
In
friendly.
melee, yeah.
okay.
But right
so
now, that guy is not, so.
the
So I'm gonna
-2.
give 2 because you're firing through a door with someone standing in front of it, but there's no,
Okay. Well, I'm going to attempt to loose my arrow into this guy. That's the
Good
only
luck.
guy I can see.
okay.
Oh, thank God.
What was it? Oh.
Is that with the -2?
You worried I was going to fumble? Really? Come on. Live a little.
I mean, I
Yeah,
I didn't think you would, but I was thinking about the scenario in which you roll a 1 and then you shoot Echo in the back of the head with an arrow.
Don't say
I
that.
You'd
just
be more
thought-
likely to, like
Really?
hamstring you for the night or.
Well, she's short. I was worried about getting shot in the nuts personally, but we're all good.
Yeah. Hey, it almost happened to me.
Okay.
Yeah, so I
True.
mean,
Yeah.
Actually.
Either
that
way
is a
couldn't be
miss.
pleasant.
What'd you say? Mike?
That is a miss.
That's what I figured. Yeah. Okay. That's it. Next. Echo.
Hmm?
So at least that's swaps it.
Okay, Echo, you're up.
First, I would like to declare damn to the 9 hells, whatever mutton head came up with this lighting combat thing here we got.
Oh, I love this.
it's the same ring.
And then I'm going to attempt to stab this one because I have reach
Okay,
and miss.
that's gonna miss.
He's had a long day of just barking at Aaron.
Okay, Echo, you get another swing.
Family.
This guy's gonna step up and try to hit you
Oh.
because you stabbed at him.
Oh, well, in that case,
Oh,
I'll take
oh.
my attack of opportunity
Oh,
for,
And that does hit.
for 6 points of damage.
Nice.
What's your reach?
Okay, he starts to come close. You're like, oh, no, you're not.
Yeah, and
Get in my belly.
Why?
So like I said, I've got macros that tell you who this guy attacks, so.
Right. So he swings at me, but since he's now stuck at the end of a 10-foot spear, he doesn't come anywhere close.
Yeah. So this other one's going to move up to here
Bad piggy.
and
17. Hey, that's a miss.
is it? Okay.
Yeah.
So that's it for them. Now Takeshi, you're up.
Okay. Ten. 20. I'm gonna move through the doorway to there. So if this guy's melee, he can
Yes.
attack me.
He wouldn't do that. Surely.
Oof.
Ugh, yeah, that's a hit.
We're getting better at hitting people.
And then I'm gonna loose my crossbow. Let's see if I can hit him back. Yes,
Nice.
Most definitely.
Nice.
and that's a
Critical,
possible
isn't
Is
it?
that
crit.
a critical?
No, no,
Okay,
Oh,
just regular.
What, are you a heavy crossbow?
no.
Light crossbow's 1920 critical.
Right.
Yeah, but I rolled a 1 to confirm.
Oh, didn't see that.
oh, that's right. Confirmation. Forgot about that.
2 points of damage.
Okay. He growls, but it doesn't look like you affected him much. But he does look at you with a little bit more anger.
Here comes our professional fighter. Dun, 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 dun,
Hey,
dun.
Karag, you're up.
Can I move? Is there enough room
Stuff
for me to
going
move?
on.
Is there enough room for me to move over here on this side of
Yes.
him? Okay,
Yes.
I'm gonna move to there. I'll swing at him.
Okay.
14 hit
Barely misses
by 1.
by 1.
Figures.
Son of a verse.
I think I've had 2 of you miss by 1 so far this combat.
So ones do matter.
Ones do matter. All right. So yeah, you come through and he looks a little concerned with your size, but yeah, ducks out of the way of that. Using a great sword?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Gowan, you're up.
Can I move to this spot?
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna move to that spot, and I'm gonna try to bring my falcata right down on that goblin's head.
Which one?
The one that's been, the
One's
one
been
who's not
hit
having a good day between being stabbed with a spear and shot.
and
with a bow.
shot.
Yeah, not a good time.
You don't know. He could come from a really broken home. This could be a good day.
This could be good.
His statements were masterpiece.
I
Yeah.
haven't got a finger cut off yet, so
They invaded our town. We didn't come looking for them.
Sure.
So he's about to have a bad day and like it.
Okay.
Oh, it's a Don wall of text macro waiting for extra stuff.
yes.
Here we go.
It's
I pressed attack and it's not doing anything. Oh, did it finally?
There's-
do it?
there's gonna be
drop-down
a-
or something you got to select.
Yeah, there's going to be a drop down or an extra window that
Yeah,
you have
select
to add.
Gowan and then attack.
All
I'm
right.
gonna get my third
Did.
screen.
I clicked on
Up there,
it.
hang
So
on.
did you select Gowan and then attack?
Oh,
Yeah, and then over on the right side, you probably have to click what kind of attack you're doing or
Attack you want to
something.
do, yeah.
No, what's that?
Click the one that
Loud
says
macros are very-
successful. Do
Yeah.
successful
No,
attack.
that's not the only one.
So
instant
you've
kill.
established you're attacking.
Yeah, it's not.
Click the one that says crit.
No, most of
Yeah.
John's things, when you click on it, and then somewhere over in the actual text box, there's another button you can hit.
Click the one that says instant death.
That's the one we want.
Oh, it's just blank for now.
Oh,
Okay,
fucking
I didn't
hell.
save
Alright,
it before, so
roll
just do a,
D20 and then
yeah.
Old school.
type that in.
Get the die out.
So yeah, you go the advanced eye roller and do it that way.
Yeah. How many does one dice, right?
For what do you mean? Yeah.
What 1D? Okay.
No, but you haven't
Oh,
hit yet,
D20.
so
Yeah,
D20 plus
plus.
Yeah,
whatever
for
your
an
bonus is.
attack. So
What do
20.
you mean for
It's D20 plus whatever the bonus is.
What's your attack? So is it a +3 to attack?
4?
+4 to attack.
What do you mean?
Hold on.
So-
So D20
reason
plus 4.
to kill. I don't know.
That's
That
awesome.
hits.
There we go. Jesus Christ in hell.
I think
How
he
easy
waited
that
so
was?
long while the
Give me
falcon
some
was
damage.
coming
Yeah.
down. He like freaked out and ran into your blade. Here it comes. Oh my
Use
god.
it again. Use the dice roller. Yeah. Who?
Who
Gowan.
going?
Yep. How many dice are you rolling
One.
to attack? So just one, and then
It'll be a D8 plus something, whatever your strength is.
I feel like just typing in the commands fast from this point. One or no.
It's like the guy getting hit with the Zamboni. Ah, as it slowly crawls towards him. Ah, ah.
+3.
Okay.
It's not 5 until I start blood raging. Reason damage.
There you go.
Zero damage.
Zero
How the
damage.
hell did
I
you
had
do
to
that?
write.
Well, you
How
rolled
the fuck
you
is that
rolled
Because
a
he's
plus three, so
plus
seven,
three, you only have to
7
write the
points of
three.
damage.
Just type in, yeah, that's fucking faster. That'd be. Just wrote
Just
equal 3.
you can write it then, okay?
Okay,
And
You come
then
to the
you
side-
can write
Hold on.
Also, if you want, go
you
ahead.
come right in this guy's side, and you're pretty sure you
There.
got like a lung punctured. He's still up, but he doesn't look like he's got much fight left in him.
Go
Is he
ahead,
making
look
this
at
sound,
the
Mike?
also.
What's that?
It wasn't filled out.
Making this
I
sound?
got
That's
there.
the one.
6. 6 damage. It's dead. It's killed. Gone.
Okay, second round. She pulls her axe. Yells at her assistants, "Kill them, you pitiful fools." And then she comes up.
How's that goblin alive?
As a free action, I'm gonna call out how many are in there? How many bad guys?
3.
All hobgoblins?
2 goblins and a hobgoblin.
The goblins are the bad ones.
Who's got 1 hob?
No, the goblins are the little Weasley ones. The
Okay, there's-
hobgoblin is the
Okay,
badass.
I'm sure pretty sure that's a miss. So
Yep.
Garnet's up, and this lady just tried to use a great axe to take your head off.
Then yeah, I'll attack that same woman.
Printing something, babe?
This stuff's from there. Okay.
Gordo,
Hmm.
you printing something?
6 to attack, so not good.
God damn it.
So yeah, she uses basically the handle of her great axe and just deflects. What are you attacking with?
A longsword.
Okay, she just kind of knocks the long sword to the side, laughs at you. Says, "You're
Fair,
better
I
than
get
that."
I understand.
All right, Valky, you're up.
So Valky was trying to decide who needed more help hitting. And she's decided that Garnet does. So she's gonna slide in here because I can do that with friendly squares, correct?
Right, but this is a new round, so all attacks of opportunities have reset.
Okay, I cannot see if I'm going.
This is the doorway where he's standing.
That he is us, right? That's
Right,
dynamic lighting is making.
but
it
he's like
hard.
right there at the edge of the door.
Yeah, but if I go up, I can't go around this way.
Not without passing through a threatened square.
Okay, let's see here.
And you probably know
Then-
that. You're going to be passing way too close to these guys to try and get around them. But
Okay, then I'm going to mumble a few words and glare at the hobgoblin. That's the bad guy, the big guy back here,
okay,
and put a curse of sleep, a hex of sleep upon it.
okay. What's my save?
Your save is a 15 and a half.
10.5, huh?
Yes, it is. Not a 15 and 0.4.
So if I beat 15, then she doesn't go to sleep. If I do, she does.
A will save.
I'm sorry, just the opposite.
You're going to have to beat a 15 and a half with a will save to negate the effect.
Okay. She did not beat the effect. So how long is she
The
asleep?
creature falls asleep for a number of rounds equal to the witch's level, which would be
1.
1.
So yeah, Garnet, as far as you're concerned, you took it out of her. You swung, she deflected it, told you got to do better, and then she just kind of zonked on the floor.
Get her
Hit her now.
now.
Now's a good time to kill her.
Okay.
Okay, Echo, you're up. He got really busy really fast.
I'm gonna
around
take
you.
I'm gonna take a 5-foot step
Okay,
and then stab the already injured one with my long spear.
Okay.
And miss.
miss. There's
Although that would have
probably-
been a hell of a lot of damage.
Heck yeah, it would have. Like I said, there's probably just too much going on. There's weapons from everybody in there flinging back and forth. And yeah, you don't even know if it was a friendly or a foe that deflected that.
Is
That's
this,
your point.
is this the one you were going after?
And once again, damn dynamic lighting.
I can't see anything tonight for some reason.
That's because of dynamic lighting.
Is that this one right here that you were attacking?
Yes, this little
You can see-
creature
you can
right
see the
here.
building,
This
right?
one here, through the
Yeah.
door with your reach. Got it.
Yeah, exactly.
Who's this?
That would be me. You don't want
Oh.
to
That's
attack.
Karag. You probably shouldn't
Yeah.
attack him.
Yeah,
I don't know. I don't want to. I was just trying to figure out who's who.
yeah.
Okay. I've got them too.
Hey,
So
Jennifer, you got to add your name and your AC to your tag down below too. You just have Jennifer right now. You know how to do that? To edit it?
I'll mess around with it. Let me see if I can
Yeah.
figure it out.
yeah, especially early on, it's great to have character names since we're all still kind of learning them, especially me.
Yeah, you too, Betsy. You don't have yours, you guys' either.
Yeah, I wasn't sure how to set it up where it would clearly show like
Both.
this is mine, this is his.
Oh.
These are our names. Yeah.
Now, what happens if our AC goes back and forth? Just put the standard one and then.
You put your standard one. And it's
Yeah.
more just for me as I do a quick thing that, okay, that did hit, that didn't hit. But yeah, just whatever your standard is.
I didn't do that in the
Um,
right order. Okay, go ahead.
So who's done the most damage to this one? Karag, did you hit this guy right here?
I did not.
It's the gear, Becky, up at the top right.
It
I'm
was
pretty sure
Gowan that hit
I'm
him.
pretty sure I've done the most damage
Under
to
my
him.
settings display.
It was
maybe.
Gowan that hit him last. You backed away from him, so he can't get to you.
Well, but the last time he tried to step to me, I stabbed him for 6 points. That's what I'm saying. I think
Right.
I've done the most damage to him.
No. Well, you
So-
did until I think Gowan stepped in and smacked him with the falcata.
So if he'd like to step up again and be stabbed, I'm all for it.
You're okay with that?
That's mighty
okay.
nice of you.
I'm okay with the attack of
No.
opportunity. I'll be happy to
The
accept.
last guy that stabbed him is still standing right next to him, so he's going after him.
Didn't they
I
run
don't-
away if the hobgoblin falls down? They just run.
And then that one's going after. So do either one of these hit? This is. Like I said, you guys got to pay attention to my attacks because I usually don't call them out, especially if I got multiple. I'll just start.
Gowan, that's,
Macro and it says who it.
Yeah,
who
so
that's from.
16 against Gowan and 7 against Garnet.
What is it?
What's your AC?
you just got hit. Well, you just got
What's
attacked.
your AC?
My AC is 16.
So you got
Uh,
hit.
Yeah, and then it definitely doesn't hit me.
Right,
the
okay.
sudden attack, yeah.
So take the damage off. Those guys are done. Now we're back to Takashi.
What was the damage? Just-
Okay, what is this? Are these statues?
Yes, this right here is a demolished Desna statue. There used to be a beautiful wooden sculpture or statue. And yeah, there's hack marks all over it.
And laying down is a negative, right? Against the crossbow.
Correct. It's a positive against melee. It's a negative against ranged.
Negative
Alright.
2 or negative 4?
I think I'll just try to kill the one that's been hurt the most. I'm gonna load for a move action and then fire at
And
this
fire.
one.
Okay.
Yes, another chance.
That is a hit.
Let me try it again. All right, that's good.
Ooh,
Well, it's not gonna
Yeah.
matter. So
Not gonna matter.
yeah, yeah, it's not
So
gonna.
Gowan, you just got hit and you're reeling back from getting stabbed. A crossbow bolt goes within an inch or two of your ear and pierces the eye socket of the hobgoblin that just hit you. And it falls over.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Haircut was free.
All right. Karag, you're up. Your
I think I
target
want to
just
finally
died.
drop.
Your target just sprouted a crossbow bolt in his eye.
I'm gonna
That might be
run
contagious.
around to back here
But don't delete it yet.
and
Okay.
have on the goblin.
Later.
Okay. Give me an attack.
Here it comes. 20?
That's a hit.
Yay.
That would have hit without her being prone.
That-
ooh,
Minimum damage at 10 points.
Yeah,
that's nice. First
Not
level.
really.
One of the spells was, one of the dice was minimum.
yeah.
Okay, you just come up with that great sword and she's laying there and she looks like she's kind of shaking, starting to come to, and
I did
you
mine
just
first.
drive that great sword down and go right through part of her chest. She's still moving and her eyes flip open at that. But yeah, you know you took a big chunk out of her.
My plan.
Attaboy.
Okay, Gowan,
Next.
you're up. And your hit points haven't been taken down yet.
No, we were, or she was on the background.
Sure, blame it on Betsy.
Oh, so you're good.
Mike, that's not a coup de grace being asleep. Is that?
You're fine, you're fine.
It's a full round action to do a coup de grace.
So yeah.
Garnet could do that if she's.
Can I step on this thing's dead body?
Why'd you take damage?
Because I got hit.
Oh, okay.
You can, but it's difficult terrain. So it's not a 5-foot step anymore.
Oh, can I move there and
Yeah.
What, fuck it. I'm just gonna stay there and I'm gonna hit him.
That doesn't get you attacked, so it's probably the best.
Yeah. Fucking hell.
11's a miss.
But I got the macro.
What you did.
The macro works great though.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Birdie.
Is there anything else that I can do or?
No.
I just attacked. I could blood rage, but I kind of want to waste.
Okay.
Mhm.
All right.
She's gonna do what's kind of foolish, but she kind of has to. Garnet and Karog, if you would like, you can take an attack. You don't have to. You can fire honorable and let her get back up before you swing at her.
Yeah, I would kill her.
It's been a full round? Has it been-
What's that?
It's been a full round? She gets up on this round? Or does she get up on the next round?
Did she act last round?
She didn't.
Yeah, she did. So no, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. She's still out.
Yeah.
So probably at the end of her turn is when her eyes pop open. And she's starting to wake up now.
Let me know when I can take attack of opportunity.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
Just
I mean, blinking the eyelids, that should provoke.
instant murder is able.
Good call. Yeah,
yeah.
I like that.
Okay, Garnet,
Garnet.
you're up.
Get her now.
Yeah, I will attack her right now while she's down anyways.
She's down.
How we roll.
How?
It's 4 attack though.
Ooh,
I'm gonna refresh 1 second.
Why don't you confirm that?
yeah, that's a natural one.
Yeah, 1 sec. I'm refreshing.
Oh my god.
Dude, with all these macro rolls, if you haven't raged yet, are you ever gonna?
Okay.
So an 11 plus 4 is 15. Okay, that's barely not a confirmed fumble. So you just got excited seeing her laying there and kind of flip your sword around in your hand to like stab her and almost lost, almost threw it away and got a hold of it and stopped.
She's not the most experienced with blade.
Right. You thought it was gonna look much cooler than it really did.
I refresh, so hopefully, knock on wood.
Okay.
I would go with the fact that you were surprised by her laying behind you
Yeah.
and it distracted you. Go with that.
Yes.
Oh my God, finally can see something. Woohoo! All right. So that's my move.
Sorry, what?
And this guy's down, but this guy's still up.
Yep.
And I'm gonna say, Garnet, I got faith in you. You and Karen, you got her.
Oh.
And then I'm gonna aim my crossbow
Okay.
at that dude. Sorry, I have to go back here.
How many are still left?
2
Two?
that we've seen at least.
Okay.
Damn.
That would be
Another
a miss.
ting. Okay, next.
Ting.
Okay, Echo, you're up.
What are you doing back there?
I've noticed that some of my people have gotten hit. So
Yeah,
I'm going to channel energy and exclude the bad guys.
if you're into that kind of thing.
So everybody gets 3 hit points back.
Can I say those for later?
And since you're
I
not,
see.
and since you're not currently affected by fear, you get a +1 to armor class
Oh,
Ooh.
for the next round. You get a +1 to attack if you charge, but I don't think anybody's in a charge position. So at this point, you just get a +1 AC.
Is that only if you were hurt? Did you have to be hurt to get that?
No, if you were just in the.
If you're in if you're in my channel energy area.
So
Which
I
I
don't
think
have to
everyone
start
is,
like
so.
cutting myself just so I'm eligible to get +1 on AC? Okay, awesome.
Okay, Hobgoblin 2.
Now, do you want to tell him tomorrow?
No, no.
Okay.
No one's hit him. Garnet's close. He's going to try Garnet again.
Not the big scary guy. No, the dwarf lady.
No, didn't hit.
And apparently he's not really feeling all that confident right now.
Yeah, I totally get it.
You scared him.
He saw her
Yeah.
fumbling and it was like, this is fun.
Hey, Takeshi, you're up.
I don't know what this is.
I don't know.
Okay, I'm gonna load this as a move action and
I think
fire at that guy again.
Okay.
And I'm gonna fumble, looks like. Oh,
So brilliant in the last.
oh, wait a minute. Nope, I did the wrong one. Hang on.
what is wrong with us?
Yeah, well, oh, there we go.
Destiny.
I was
Okay.
destined to get an 8.
Who's between you and it? Nobody.
Hang on 1 second. I didn't have the fumble chart looked up.
Oh, we're doing fumble charts. This is gonna be fun.
Bowstring goes twing.
You stab yourself in the eye. The straight.
Ouch.
Where's your character? Up here.
Is in the corner back here, yeah.
So
Please
Garnet.
don't hit me.
Duck, Garnet, duck.
I know
Good chance I will, actually.
I know I joked about shooting Echo in the back of the head. Please don't
Give me a percentile.
This is how you get a barbarian rage. You shoot her in the back of the head.
So don't do that.
Blood rage comes out. I'm like, oh, my party is turning against me.
73. Weapon jam. Projectile jams.
Damn that weapon jam.
It's going to take 1 action to clear up the mess.
And then
So you pull the trigger and the bolt kind of went sideways and kind of locked itself kind of in there.
Okay, well, that could have been a lot worse.
ow.
Hey, man.
Okay, Karog, you're up.
Wait, what? Oh, was
Well,
it?
I'm gonna swing at this lady again. I'm up to 24. Would that hit?
Yeah, you're using a great sword, right?
Yep.
Damn, that's a nice.
That's a potential crit.
Nicely built character.
Hold on.
That should be a coup de grace too, right? Because she's still out.
No, she's actually awake now.
Her eyeballs are open now. Nice.
So she can actually move out of the way now. Confirm that hit.
Do it again.
Excited.
She
Do it
could
again.
have, but she
Doing it now.
didn't.
That was weird.
It was slightly loose.
So 8 plus, what's your bonus?
Oh, which bonus?
For hitting to hit.
Plus 5.
Plus
So
5. yeah.
That's a 13
Sorry.
plus 4 because she's prone. That's a confirmed crit.
Woo!
Oh, very nice.
So do your damage and we'll double it.
Can he go to the chart if he wants to?
Or you can, I gotta look up the crit chart, or you can do double damage.
Find out what kind of player Kevin is.
Find out.
What's that?
All right,
Double
here we go.
damage, or are you a crit chart kind of guy?
We're gonna go to the crit chart.
That's the kind of futile craziness I believe in.
I heard double damage.
The only words I heard were crit chart.
16 actually might be enough to take her out.
I think it might be.
Whichever will kill her.
She currently has 15 hit points. So seeing that the stab in the chest didn't work,
Okay.
you lowered your blade and just took her head right off.
Okay. Whatever works.
She's not getting up after that one.
Good.
I appreciate your zeal for flavor text, Kevin.
You know,
Whatever happens.
All right.
it's high roll.
Good. Gowan, you're up.
All right. Well,
Your full-time buddy over there just beheaded someone.
yeah.
I think he's calling you out.
I mean, I did it last game, so you know he's just copying me now. He learned
I
from
was on my way to help.
yeah, he learned from me. I'm gonna try and do I'm gonna try and do a similar thing with this goblin.
But not exact.
Not exact, but you know, similar.
Same but different.
Yeah.
Same but different. Ah, come on.
This.
It's different.
That is different.
Not the same.
Question.
That was different.
Yeah, different,
Okay.
and then it missed.
So
If
that's
I
different.
moved
You
here,
know,
I'd
swing, trying to take his head off, and he gets his His
If I-
assault weapon blocks that
If I
swing.
moved here, I'd have been attacked, correct?
You could do a 5-foot step,
So
which
yeah.
is kind of hard right now because there's a body right there. I'd
Yeah.
still give it to you, but that's as far as you could move. So I'll give you right here if you want to do that and then take your swing.
Okay.
Okay. Let's go in. She's beheaded. Garnet.
She did.
Then yeah, I'm gonna attack that last guy and hopefully do something this time.
Excuse me. We are not having luck with this guy. in
No,
the slightest.
we're
Are
not.
you fucking kidding me?
This guy is like quite the now. One thing you guys have figured out: these hobgoblins are not pushover, and these guys are martially trained. None of them are just some creature that was given a sword. Okay, let's go attack something. Especially those of you who are martial, all of these guys know how to use their weapon very well. So yeah, you guys aren't hitting them that often, but it's not because you guys just are swinging wildly. These guys know how to fight.
Oh, excellent.
They're not like us.
Mhm.
I didn't say that you did, but
I mean,
Wow.
Well, now,
quite as good as us.
now we feel much better.
Yeah, wow.
This
All
is
right,
gonna be
Poppy,
missing.
you're up.
This one little bastard though. He's the real.
Valky's
Valky.
going to do it one more time, one more attempt with an arrow,
You believe in
with
about me?
another miss.
Are you fucking kidding me?
I can relate.
So,
Me too.
Arog, you kind of like lift your foot as a bolt goes by your leg.
Great.
Next. It's
Yeah,
just
somebody-
practice. You know, that's what I'm
Just
gonna say to
keep
everybody.
going.
This is just practice, guys. We can
Yeah.
get better.
Getting
We
warmed
can
up.
do this.
Yeah,
Echo.
some-
We're
We
gonna
had-
kill them so they
We
can't
had
tell
our
the
good
people.
combat the last game. This is
Some-
a recompense for the last time.
Somebody's getting shot in the nuts.
It's probably gonna be-
I can see it. So I'm gonna take a 5-foot
Not
step,
it.
long spear.
Uh-huh.
Do I
Get
get?
really
no,
close. Last
I don't-
second.
I don't
you
get
barely out of
anything.
the way.
Actually, it's gonna come
Okay,
down
I've
to
got one
you.
too. He's gonna try Garnet again because why not?
Yeah.
Why not?
It's gotta be somebody.
Are
Hey.
you
Oh.
kidding?
Oh,
Yeah, that one hits.
he hits and catches you high in the shoulder.
Yeah.
You're not sure if he missed a lung or not. It was that close, but that hurt.
Oh, well, that's just not gonna be able to stand.
Okay, Takeshi.
Come on, man. You got this.
Yeah, I got
No,
an
no.
action to unjam, and then I got an action to load, and then I'm done.
So, and then you're done, yeah.
Oopsie.
So he's like, I'm ready now.
He's in the back tinkering.
Yeah.
Kara's got a
Mhm.
5-foot step.
Okay, Karag.
All right, well, I'm gonna come back around this way. Stand here. We'll swing at him.
God damn it, you beat me to the flank.
With flanking,
Mhm.
Don't forget your +2.
Okay, that's a miss. He saw you coming around and was prepared for it.
Yeah, I'll get him next time.
Okay.
There's
Callan,
probably
you're
gonna
up.
be a next time, so don't worry about it.
Okay.
I'm not worried.
So
Either
I'm
one
going
of
to
you will
blood
do it,
rage.
or I will do it.
So you're gonna blood rage?
Yeah, I'm gonna blood rage because I just saw my friend get
Then
practically
you're
impaled.
impaled? Yeah.
Yeah, damn near impaled on the freaking.
So now we know what to do to get him to blood rage. We have to attack Garnet.
We did it.
Hey, don't give me shit. We have a barbarian who hasn't raged at all here.
Exactly.
We're just figuring it out.
Just chilling.
We're just figuring it out.
Yeah,
We
he's
have-
first level. He's like, yeah. I
we
don't
have
know
the
this.
calmest,
Not
most
really,
passive barbarians I've
Yeah.
ever seen.
Nobody's gonna make me
I only
mad
got
yet.
8 rounds a day. I only got 8 fights in. So
Everybody cut off somebody's head.
I'm gonna add plus, or it'll add +2 to this attack.
Yep, 2 to attack, 2 to damage.
What?
And your AC
Yeah.
goes down.
There we go.
That is a hit.
So that's 7 damage.
Mm.
See, I did
No,
an
you-
rage to get you to step up to the plate.
No, your macro's not working right
Yeah, it's not.
because it shows a D8 plus question mark for your modifier.
It's supposed to like.
So you rolled a
ask
D8
you
and got a
what's
3.
wrong.
there should be additional pluses.
Yeah.
What?
Oh, so wait, so
1
then,
second.
so then what damage?
No,
or
no, no,
does
no.
it
I mean, like
show?
it rolled.
I
like,
saw
added
it.
forward to it. Hold on 1 second. Let me just.
I thought it. So you're saying he rolled a 19? It looks to me like the total was a 19.
No, no, what I'm saying is, well, both of his
Yeah,
macros
they're
show
both off. They're
a
both.
Yeah, they're
D20
both
plus
off.
question mark.
Roll a 19.
It's
So
just-
he rolled a 19 natural. There are no modifiers added to that roll.
Yeah,
Okay, that's potential crit.
Oh,
And the same thing with his damage.
for that. Yeah.
They're not, his macros aren't working properly.
Yeah.
Okay, swing again.
oh,
So
oh,
just do the macro again and we'll see.
So
what
it is-
Sorry now.
yeah.
Sorry now.
Dun, dun,
Okay.
dun.
Drum roll, please.
wait, no. What?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So add a 6 to that now. Because you're attacking, and then
There we go.
Okay, so that misses a crit by 1.
How? How?
You guys got a lot of 14s tonight.
Wait,
Okay, 14 is damage, 17.
Oh yeah, you did
Yes.
a D8. Do a D10, D20 plus 6.
No, that's a 17. His swing was a
Yeah,
17 to hit to
17.
Yeah, the
confirm.
14's damage.
Yeah,
Oh,
the
I see.
Yeah,
Okay, you did get that working. Never mind. That is a crit.
okay, I was gonna say, wait, what? I thought that we just need to hit the guy. Okay, so
So
then,
and 14 was your damage.
for that, yeah.
So with the crit, I guess you're going damage, not chart.
In this instance, yeah, I just want to kill the fucker.
With a Falcata, you never, ever, ever go for the chart because
Yeah.
it's triple damage. So 42 points of damage is enough to actually kill him.
Hey.
You stab right in the middle of the chest and then just twist and yank out. And there's stuff that comes out the front of him and he just looks down at the hole and then drops to his knees and falls down.
Dun, 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 dun.
I'll turn to Carol and say, now that's how you kill a goblin.
That was
Hobgoblin.
Not,
Big difference.
not better than me slicing off the other one's head. But way to step up to the plate.
Okay, I need Echo to give me a perception.
15?
I am loving this Wakata.
There is multiple people coming up behind you.
Oh,
People?
good people or bad people?
Okay, multiple things coming up behind you.
okay. First of all, I'm going to move into the room.
Ooh, now you can see.
Well, I'm going to move in and cast Cure Light on Garnet.
okay. Thank you.
Good save.
10 points.
Perfect.
Gryffindor.
Are we
10
still
point,
in-
10 points. Ravenclaw. Whatever.
That
Points, right?
icon horrified me.
Are we still in initiative? Are we?
There you go.
And then I'm going to let them know that there are people coming up from behind. I didn't take the time to look to see if they were good, bad, or otherwise.
You
Bet
can see right
otherwise.
now.
Huh?
You should
I'm
be able
betting
to see
otherwise.
From your point of view,
I'm sorry, I still couldn't hear you. Try again, please.
that you should be able to see from your point of view.
Oh, yeah, I see commoners. Wait, are they some of the people? No, they're people from next door, I guess, yeah?
This one, you know,
Right, so I'll open the door then if I know that it was them to get them to come into safety or to relative safety at this point.
so yeah, she comes in. Anyone who's been to the shrine to get any healing, you guys will know this is the new girl that a lot of you think is being groomed to take over. She comes in, looks around, says, "Yes, we got them. I knew we could do this. We're gonna take back the whole town."
We? That's all I'm inputting into that conversation.
Great.
She's Echo, smiles really big at him, saddles
The
up
new-
next to him, and
The new priestess is a millennial. Fantastic.
you guys, anybody who knows her knows she's almost annoyingly optimistic.
Perky, is she?
Yeah, she's very perky, very,
Oh, God.
so she gives Echo a dreamy smile.
Right.
um,
Oh, no.
and then comes in and there's two commoners, guy and a gal following her that have daggers in their hand, but they don't look really comfortable with those daggers in their hand.
This sounds familiar.
She was
So
like, "We were coming to take this. I see you beat us to it."
You were trying to come in here and kill the hobgoblins.
Eggers.
She looks not even phased at all. Yeah, but you guys beat us to it, so we'll get the next one.
Right.
So
On you.
if I move down and look to the doors in the front, do they appear to have been like broken through, or are they still viable?
They're still functional. Do you open the door to see if they're functional? They're closed right now.
Well, no, if they're closed, is there a way to bar them?
There's a lock.
Okay, well, if they seem structurally still good, then I'm going to lock it.
Okay.
We should probably we can see the bodies that are lying on, or we can see at least the body lying in front of the pews, correct?
Yeah, you can see at least one, but yeah, now that Echo's gone down there, he's seen multiple.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Does a cursory search show like anyone that we know?
Town folk that you recognize, but no one that anyone in this party is close friends with.
Okay.
Um,
I'll put them down on that one. Looks like he's on the pew, so I'll just set him down and.
like I said, you can tell. I mean, I think all of you have probably been in here before at one point or another. Anything that has any religious significance to either the old Greenway or Desna or Erastil has been defaced, or at least Erastil was the one that she was currently working on, so that one's not as defaced as the rest of them. But yeah, there's nothing that's easily breakable that hasn't been broken already.
Does it look like they were trying to carve a new thing?
No,
Or is it like
It looks like they were just destroying everything that had any religion that
There's.
Oh, there is a pile right here, right in front of the altar on the floor of several valuables. You don't know if they're from people or from maybe the shrine around here or whatever, but there's a pile of valuables right here.
We were here to get healing elements, right? Healing potions.
Or we were just
Yes.
find the healer too.
Yeah, you have not seen Nolan yet.
Well, we found one healer.
I'll turn to her and say, "Do you know where Nolan is?"
She says he left a few minutes ago to protect the shrine, but when he didn't come back, we thought we would come help him. And she's like, but he's not in here. She's like, I don't see his body though. So I'm sure he's fine.
Do you know of any supplies in this place that we can take with us?
She looks around and she looks down at the pile and she's like, some of them are right there. She's like, we do have a few potions. And she walks around behind the shrine. Messes with it at some point, and then a drawer opens and she pulls out two more. She's like, here, we'll take these and we'll use these to retake the town.
Right. We're not retaking the town. We're leaving the town.
She's like, but there's all of us and we're all great. We can do this.
Right. I forgot her name. Her name is
Oh, so happy.
shit, it's not there.
Sister Mary smiley face.
Rhina?
Rhina, listen up. There are people that are at the inn right now that need protection. They're scared out of their minds and they need the comfort of their faith. Would you be able to go to the inn and protect them?
Like, well, yeah, sure we can. Let's go.
Go you as quietly as you can, without attracting or attacking anyone. Go to the inn and protect the people there.
She looks and looks, she's kind of looking to Echo for confirmation of these instructions.
Yeah, so I'll move back up here. And I'll tell her that there are people at the inn. Some of them are injured. Try to sneak your way back there and do what you can for them.
Okay. And she says, and then what?
Keep them safe until we return.
And then we're taking the town, right?
The town is lost. There are far too many. All we can do is save who we can and try and get them out of here. I get that you're confident
She's like,
and believe that we can defeat this army, but we cannot, not by ourselves.
all right.
So take your little victories and move forward.
Okay. She says, all right. If the town is lost, can you please find Nolan and bring him with you?
He's on the list of people to find,
And
yes.
she says, if we are leaving, he's probably got some stuff in his house. You know where it's at. It's just across the way from here.
I was gonna say, it's right next door to the chapel,
Yeah.
basically, so.
She'll say, we didn't see anything in there when we were hiding, but we weren't really looking for anything either, so.
Okay. So we can move back out this way. I assume at this point I see the dead body that I was too dumb to see before.
Yeah,
And you said it's a young girl.
yeah.
Do I recognize her?
Woman. You recognize her, but it wasn't a close acquaintance or anything. You just had seen her in the temple.
I know her from the town.
Yeah.
Do we want to give them one of the potions, or do we want to keep both?
Well, I would think we probably.
There's
would be-
also a pile of stuff on the ground there. Are you guys gonna go through that?
Yeah, we are. Yeah.
Wait, we're gonna loot our own town?
Well, is it like mostly gold? Like, what exactly does it look like it is?
We're looting to have supplies to get the hell out of here.
Yeah,
Sure,
I just
that's
want
what
Gordon to explain all this. This is fun for me. So explain to me again why it's a good thing that we're stealing from our own people.
Why are we
Come
looting
on.
the church right now?
They're all dead. They don't care.
If it makes you feel any better, there was a point like during like one of the missions during Giant Slayer that Don asked me why I was looting like the catacombs in the town or whatever. I was like, they're not using anything. It's totally fine. It was a bunch of urns that had like gold coins on top of them. I was like, it's fine.
Okay, in the pile, there's an elm piece of wood about 12 inches long. About size around, big round as your pinky finger. Looks like a wand. Silver cup. A couple small carvings, mostly of significance to either Erastil or Desna. There's a couple bottles of whiskey. There's a couple small bags. Sounds like stones in them. If you look inside there, there seems to be semi-precious stones in them. And a big round ivory amulet that is engraved with Erastil's bow and arrow, basically a holy symbol. Now, Echo, you recognize this. There's a few hunters that are pretty senior hunters in town. You know there's a pair that's a brother and sister that come into town, and when they come into town, she hangs her holy symbol in here and leaves it here until she goes back out, and you know this is her holy symbol.
Okay. Well, joking with Gordon aside, I would suggest that we collect up everything to keep it from the invading horde.
Mhm.
We can return it to their proper owners if we can find them. But then we need to keep moving.
Okay, and there's also 2 potions that are unidentified.
Can we identify them as healing potions? Is that?
Identified takes 10 minutes, so
Yeah.
And it
it
Rhina
takes-
said that they were healing potions, didn't she?
The ones that she pulled out, she gave you 2 potions. that
Oh,
are
she
Cure
just
light
had-
potions.
okay.
She grabbed those from the actual,
Yeah.
shrine.
Okay.
So these are two different potions.
They
And
don't
we-
look the same at
These
all.
are- They look at least enough different that you're not sure they're the same thing.
Fair enough. All right.
Would it be worth our while to take the
Is there
10 minutes
anything
to
else you
identify
guys
them?
do while you're here?
What?
I'm asking if you guys do anything else while you're in the shrine.
I can't think of anything else other than, like I said, I just kind of put the dead bodies of the people on the ground so that way they're not, in some weird position or anything.
Guess you'll stroll over and check the hidden area that she opened and just make sure there's nothing else in there.
So real quick, who's taking track? Who's keeping track of loot?
I've got it taken down. I can do that.
Okay.
Cool. So I've locked the double front doors, right?
Yes.
So once we all move out of here, I'm going to lock this back door since I have a key.
Okay. Do we want to go into the Nolan's?
Yeah,
house?
and into the house next door.
Do we want to take 10 minutes to try to identify those 2 potions before we move on?
Some of us can while we're in the other house.
Yeah, do we have, how
Us
many
can
are,
explore and then others can identify.
Might not be a bad idea to know what they are in case we need them.
how many arcane spellcasters do we have?
I think mine's arcane.
Yeah, I'm going to be, but I'm not yet.
At some point, I'll be arcane.
Well, see, the thing is, we need an arcane spellcaster to try to identify them, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
Witches
need
are
to-
arcane.
So if we have none, we are foot.
We're screwed, yep.
I got to go up a level till I can do that.
Okay.
So
Now,
once this is locked up, let's move over to the next house and do sort of an investigation of what we can find there.
They could be divine, right? I mean, you could be able to identify. It depends on the type of magic.
It's possible. I mean, I can take a look at them, but
They're
It'd be a
in a
spell-
temple.
It's a spellcraft check, but like I said,
it's a spellcraft
in
check.
the rules, it takes 10 minutes to identify stuff.
Is it detect, what is it? Detect magic or what is the?
Spellcraft.
spellcraft.
It's a spellcraft skill.
Okay, well that makes that easier then.
I was gonna say, I don't know point that yet, so
I don't
Just say-
That's fine.
Witches are divine too, aren't they? I think.
That's what I'm trying to.
So who's
figure
that 10 points going to?
The 10-point cure
Yeah,
was to Garnet.
Yeah, that was from earlier, yeah.
I have spellcraft.
what's that?
I have
Okay.
a spellcraft check of +9.
All right.
There you go.
And that's
You can do
But
that.
it's-
So you can identify those things while we search the house.
the potions, the 2 potions.
Yeah.
We'll take about 10
So
minutes.
you guys are gonna hang out here for 10 minutes
Yeah,
to do that?
in the guy's house.
Yeah, we'll do it over there next door.
Yeah.
Yeah. So for the 10 minutes that when we move over there, for the 10 minutes that people are searching the house and seeing if there's anything we can find, then Valky can look at those potions and see if she can discern what they are.
That works.
The only thing is I didn't take identify today.
Spellcraft.
Yeah, no, you can do a
Okay.
spellcraft check to see if you recognize or whatever.
Mhm.
Okay.
In Pathfinder, identify gives you a +10 to the roll, so it makes you much better at it, but it's not required.
It's
Got
not
it.
automatic, yeah.
Okay.
That seems weird.
That seemed a little odd to me too.
Like,
But
Well,
plus
what
two.
it does is it makes it
Spell
almost an automatic,
Yeah,
whereas
so
without it, you can still do it without casting the spell.
You want me to
Especially if
roll
you put
now
enough
or?
points to make yourself.
worse than True Strike.
Want me to roll now or when we get over there or what do you want?
Whenever we're in the other,
Go ahead and do
whenever
it.
we're
now,
searching that
please.
house, you do.
Two of them?
Adjust, and to adjust some stuff if you guys are waiting here 10 minutes.
2 of
So-
them?
No, we're going to the other house. We're
Yeah,
going to
Go to the
Nolan's
other house,
house.
and then you're gonna wait 10 minutes inside there, right?
Well,
Yes.
like I said, we're gonna spend 10 minutes doing the the spellcraft check on the potions while simultaneously
While looking through
searching the house.
Yeah.
So there's a total
You
of 10
do
minutes.
that, and we're searching the house.
Right.
Yeah, so there's a total of 10 minutes spent, but we're gonna accomplish more than one thing simultaneously.
Yes.
Do you want 2 rolls or 1, Mike?
Oh,
Um,
it should have
we'll
been
just do
2
one.
each, But it did.
Pardon me?
Yeah.
We'll just identify one.
Chuck, this was not Echo, right? The body laying there next to you?
Echo
uh,
died somewhere.
No, it was not Nolan, I think is what you're
Nolan.
asking.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, no, it's not Nolan. It's a young girl. I recognize her as being a townie, but I don't know who she is
Mike, do you
specifically.
want 1 roll or 2?
One roll.
And this house is Nolan's house.
Yeah.
This house. belongs- what the fuck is happening?
In the middle of this street, his
This
house. In the middle of this street.
Why can't I move through the bottom
Yeah.
checks here?
Okay,
You kidding me? Come on. There we go.
now Gordon, if you're gonna keep track of loot,
Yep.
there's another thing you need to keep track of. Because this plays a part later on in the adventure. You guys are getting supplies.
Right.
And they're measured by provision. What's that?
Supplies.
Supplies. That was a great joke.
Done.
They're measured, called provision points. They're basically weigh 10 pounds a piece.
Yeah. We have at least 2 weeks rations that I found in the inn.
So when you're going through his house, let's see, between the temple and his house, you find 12 provision points. But that also means you have to find 120 pounds worth of encumbrance on someone. Because you don't have any NPCs with you, it's pretty much all you guys.
Okay.
Okay, and are there other provision points from before, from,
There were some in the inn, but I assume you left them there with the people and didn't bring them with you.
yep, okay.
If you want to do the number, from the inn, there were. There were 5 at the inn.
Okay. I guess he has no strength, so he's not going to be participating in the carrying shit thing.
Like I said, just let me know who's carrying that, because like I said, you found 120 pounds here worth of stuff.
I mean, Granite can carry them like a good portion of it because I can't get encumbered.
I
That
can,
is true. She is a dwarf.
Yeah.
I can also
She can
carry.
carry all of it.
No, not probably all of it.
There you go.
You can't be encumbered.
I know, but I could definitely probably have it spread
like
out a little bit.
Jenga pilot all on top
Yeah,
of the
yeah.
dwarf's shoulders.
You don't want me to just be like.
I mean,
carrying
I do.
everything like
I do.
that,
That's
no.
a fantastic visual. You're the pack. They're putting everything on you.
We have a pack dwarf. Awesome.
Hey, you can't be encumbered and you can still move at your full speed. I don't
fully
see the
aware.
problem here.
Well, her full speed is slow as shit. That's the
Yeah.
problem.
Wow.
She's slow as shit either way.
I should have been a.
No reason for us to be slow.
I should have been a
too.
cleric of travel to increase my speed,
I mean,
but
that
it's
would
fine.
have been a brilliant plan,
Oh
honestly.
well, it's too late.
Trying to remember what TV show that was. There was a TV show where the people were doing something and the one guy looked at the other and goes, "Do you have a speed other than slower than shit?" Anyway,
I gotta find that show. Sounds like a good one.
Okay.
Stupid freaking paint.
so we spend 10 minutes doing the spell check and searching this house, right?
Right.
We find everything we can find. We find the supplies,
So-
and
Right.
so now we need to move on to from the city thing. We need to sneak through to get to the place that'll have the explosives.
Well, did we roll for searching the place? Or do we need to roll for searching the
Oh, you
place?
don't need to.
Second, Nolan's not here or anybody else.
Does anyone go outside or are you guys 100% staying in his little house?
We are all in here.
Now
Yeah.
Takeshi's gonna be looking around. He'll do.
Oh, okay. Foxman is staying outside. Got it.
We'll do what?
He's gonna look around. Are there windows in
The
this place?
door.
Can he just go around the lower house and look to see what's going on?
Here with us. She
Yes.
just didn't move from character.
There are not windows in this place. There's 2 doors. There's a door
Okay, well, he'll,
out here, and then one out back there.
yeah, he's gonna change into a fox back here, and let me give you a stealth roll. He's gonna just walk around like from there to there. Did you see that?
I saw where you started and ended up.
From there to there, just kind of looking around. Make sure nothing's coming up on us. So he'll try to go in and warn if anybody shows up.
Okay. Give me. Oh, excuse me. Give me a perception and a stealth.
Not us.
I know.
Okay.
So which one's that?
That was perception
Okay.
and stealth. Oh, crap.
Yes, who's back? What is this?
Yeah. Stealth is 10.
So couple of things. About 6 minutes or so into this, you venture a little further out front. You see just outside the front door of the shrine, you see Nolan's body up on the deck out in front of the shrine.
Over here.
Yeah.
Okay, is there anybody else out there? Or any hobgoblins or goblins?
Well, you see that, and the reason you were checking that out is because you hear movement coming up at the 7 or 8 minute mark. You hear a commotion, and you see that there's hobgoblins that are talking. One of them points to the front door of the shrine. He goes over there, just tries to walk in, looks confused that it's locked, and then hollers back to the other one. He hollers back to some others, and there's some that are coming over towards the front door of the shrine, which is, way over here.
Okay, so there's nothing over where Takeshi is in this area?
No. Now, right before you heard that commotion, you were over on this side, so over here.
Okay,
Here, right here where I put you. You were up over here close to the road. You weren't very stealthy. Some of the hobgoblins saw you, but they didn't seem very interested in you.
Right.
But as you were over here, you could see better into the town center. And you saw some half circle shimmering plane of existence in town center. You couldn't see the bottom of it because of, brushes, trees, whatever, but you could see something. As a character, it looks like a portal. Your character would not probably know what that is, but it's basically kind of like a mirror almost, but it's just shimmering energy. It does have an overarching kind of top. Like I said, it's an oval shape. You're only seeing the top half of it, but it's just a flat plane of energy. And you can see people moving through them, moving towards that. You can't see where they go into it, but people are moving into that like slaves and people who are captured. They're not coming out the other side of that portal.
Okay.
Like I said, you saw that and we're kind of freaking out trying to figure out what the heck is that? Because I've never seen anything like that before. And then you got the noise from out front.
So then we're at like what, 9 minutes now?
You're at about 8 minutes. And then something else happens at about the 10-minute mark.
Okay.
So ever since you got the noise outside, there is more of a commotion, and you can hear they're bashing the front doors into the
Temple.
temple or the shrine. I'm guessing you probably at this stage are heading back to the back door to go in to tell people that.
Yep.
As you are heading, I just moved you, as you head
All right.
back to there, you see a group of people coming your way. You recognize some of them. You recognize Rhina. Her arm isn't working very well, and you see a couple of people with her. There's 4 people with her. One of them you recognize as Jet.
Okay. Refresh me again, Mike. Who was Rhina? I don't remember that one.
Rhina is the optimistic
Priestess.
healer that you sent to the inn to
Oh, so they
help
went
them and sit with them.
they went back to help, and then now they've come back. So there's something going on there. Okay. Well, I will ask. You said it was Jet, right?
Yeah, Jet is the owner of the inn.
Okay, I'm going to change back into a human form and gesture to them to go inside this house where the rest of us are and ask her what's going on.
Okay. And one of the other things you find is they're dragging someone with them, and it's Auburn.
Okay, is she any better healed, or is she still?
No, she's unconscious and has some slash wounds on her.
Okay.
But yeah, there's 4 people that return. So it's Jet, Auburn, well, Auburn's body, not dead body, but Auburn's body. One of the guys that was left at the inn, and then obviously Rhina.
Okay, I'll get him in there, and then we'll hopefully I'm going to hopefully meet everybody, and we can get the hell out of here. Find out what's going on with them.
Okay. When she comes back, Rhina will say that she used all of her healing that she could, but there was just too many of them, and they ran out the back door. And it's possible there's hobgoblins coming their way or following them.
How many?
She said, we don't know. We grabbed what we could and came back the way we got there. But she said there were still hobgoblins in the inn slaughtering people when we left, when we pulled these guys out. So it's not like, we didn't stop and close the door or do whatever. So it's possible. It's possible they're following us.
Are the potions found, and do we have everything done here that we can do to leave?
Yes. One of the potions is a cure moderate. One of them is a neutralized poison.
So at this point, we need to give one of the heavier hitter potions to, I'm sorry, what's her name again?
Auburn.
Auburn,
Yeah.
to try to get her back on her feet.
Yep.
So if we have a cure mod,
Yeah, we're not going to do math tonight, but if you want to discuss, we've got a few minutes left. Let's go ahead and discuss whatever you guys are going to do here.
well, we need to get her back ambulatory, basically.
Right.
And then I figure we go out of the north door and try to peel sort of this way. And since they're going to be all focused on bashing in the temple doors, we can try to sneak. I need the overview map.
Hang on a sec.
If we go out, well, this is his house. So if we go out from here and they're bashing on the shrine, we need to figure out how to
Go
get to
left.
here
Mhm.
Mhm.
without,
Maybe we need to go back around like this way.
yeah,
Yeah.
this way.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And then
based on what you've seen out there, that
This
seems like
way?
the safest route,
Yeah.
because if you would come even, like the, Takeshi was out around the front, which is when he saw, do you guys see this in the middle,
mhm.
Yeah.
blue thing?
Oh,
And
I
I'll
don't see it.
describe what you
I don't-
described to me, Mike. I'll describe to everybody too.
I don't see a
Hang on,
blue
hang
thing.
on, let me see if I've got it on the,
Yeah, I don't see it on this map.
Oh,
there you
that's
go.
fine.
Okay.
That blue thing.
So that's some kind of shimmering energy field that all of the captives and some of the hobgoblins are walking into and disappearing in.
Solves that problem of trying to get everyone out of town.
No,
Yeah,
sort of.
Now we just gotta figure out.
not the way we expected it, but
So yeah, I mean, as far as I know, our goal is still to get to the trading company, right?
yeah,
So it seems like the way to do that at this point is to sneak back through here, then down through here.
Yeah.
And go this way.
Mhm.
And they're all gonna be right here. Oops. There's a group of hobgoblins right here trying to bash in the shrine doors.
yep.
yeah,
And you knew there was one group working over in this section of houses somewhere.
Right.
And you knew because they just came from there, apparently another group came from somewhere and ended up at the inn. And there's
Right.
another group at the inn right now.
Yeah.
And some of them might be following these people that just showed up.
Correct, yes.
Right. Which is why we kind of need to keep moving.
yeah, as fast as we can. Keep ahead of everybody.
Right. Try to stay ahead of that kind of nonsense to
Yeah.
get to the trading company and then to here and then to
Yeah.
the shop.
So we're gonna give the cure mod. We're gonna give to can't remember her name.
Darn it.
Auburn?
Aubrey.
Auburn.
Auburn, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
we're gonna heal
Auburn.
her up, huh?
Well, we need her walking. Carrying her is going
Yeah,
to slow us
yeah.
down too much.
Yeah,
Right.
gotta be ambulatory.
And basically what the one guy that was at the inn that survived, he'll basically say that probably 4 or 5 minutes after you guys left, they came through the front door and they hid in the back room, but they tried to barricade the door. As soon as they heard there was a door barricaded there, they pretty much, whatever hobgoblins came in, rushed it and just started slaughtering them. And so some backed into another back room that was back there. The others just kind of took off out the door. And the last one out the door was Rhina. And she basically pulled Auburn out of there because Auburn was trying to defend them and did it for a little bit, but then eventually got taken down.
Sorry.
So did the super stubborn ass clown on the second floor, did he get murdered yet?
Yeah, is he fucking dead at least?
You don't know, but since the other ones who were hidden in the back did, you're guessing,
Good.
yeah.
Wow,
You're guessing he's
Yeah.
either enough of a wuss
I
that
like to hope it.
he's walking through this portal in the middle, or he fought enough that he died where he stood.
Oh, we didn't fight. There's no
Yeah.
way. He ain't fighting.
He locked the door and hid under the bed. Now he's being walked through the portal.
I hope if he did survive, that someday I find him in a cage and then I be like, look where this got you. Are you gonna come with us
That's what
now?
happens when you don't listen to me. So I'm thinking right now, next week, got 2 people confirmed out and Kevin's a maybe. So unless that maybe becomes a yes throughout this week, I think we're just not going to play next week and just pick it up the 4th.
Yeah.
the fourth
Based on
Sunday.
tonight's performance, we need all 6 of us.
Based on tonight's performance, someone needs to bribe the RNG.
Yeah.
Yes,
The random dice roller is not helping us.
yes,
Like, who's the RMG? I'll bribe him.
RNG random number generator.
Got it.
yeah. Yeah, it wasn't your friend tonight.
No.
No,
Yeah, Lothar's used to that. It's all good.
That's good. So you're like, this is just another
This is
day of
normal. Come on.
18. It's another day of 18.
It was fun though. It was fun, Mike.
Yeah.
So. Okay,
Have fun.
You guys are
Have-
2 buildings into it.
Have fun at ArchCon next week, you
Yeah.
guys.
Yeah.
We'll do.
Yeah.
If I can find my
Okay.
vaccination card.
I'll see a couple of you in 2 weeks, and I'll see the rest of you on here. Like I said, the fourth Sunday, and
Or Wednesday.
October.
a couple of us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Were you
All
in
good.
tags this week on Wednesday?
yeah, I'll probably see you then.
Yeah.
Kevin, like I said, as soon as you know, definitely one way or another, let me know.
I should have known earlier in the week.
And like I said, if you're in, I can scale things and make it work with the 4 of you.
Till
We
we
all know
roll-
characters when
Not
you
then,
guys
yeah,
get
we'll
back.
wait till.
till we roll a die.
You will die.
If you can, just take out the die rolling, will be great.
And Luke and Beth come back and here's your new party.
Exactly.
Because the
All
old
new
one
players.
all died.
See, it can't be a TPK because 2 people won't be there.
Well, there you go.
I mean, I don't think that's necessarily true. We died on screen. It's fine.
Yeah.
Off the grid.
You guys all have a good night.
Yeah,
You
you
guys
too.
too.
Thanks,
Bye,
guys.
Bye,
See you in 4
everybody.
weeks.